pretty bullcrap thing to do.
Oh wait, it's going now.
I hit another freaking button.
Oh wait, it's
Dumb.
going now.
I hit another freaking button. Dumb.
It's repeating for some reason. Or are you watching while you're recording the stream?
No, it's just the volume button was up on it.
Oh wait, I'm watching it twice. Great.
Oh god.
I was
don't bug
watching
me.
it twice. Thought that because it wasn't working in the Discord, that meant it wouldn't play.
God, are you dead, God?
Good. Good, you there?
What is this?
He said his internet went down, so give him some time.
I live and breathe.
Hear him. There he is.
Oh, sorry, my internet went down for no reason.
God died, but he got better.
I can come back, but do keep in mind it will keep me 3 days.
Apparently,
All right. Anyway,
I
So-
don't think that first puzzle room was actually streamed, but I have a recording, so
It
I
might have.
actually lose.
Well, it wasn't directly streamed, but I think when I upload, it will come up.
At least I have a backup.
we have backup. Anyway, so were you guys going to go ahead and just charge through the door, or were you guys going to try
I
to be
don't,
stealthy?
I
or
don't
what?
have a backup of that first session. Scoomer
What's
was
your
gonna
guys'
sneak
plan?
in, right? I casted non-detection on Scoomer.
Okay. Scuba, were you just going to try to sneak in there, or what?
Yeah, I'm just walking in.
All right. Are you going to just walk in, or are you going to go stealth in?
I'm stealthing in.
Starting to watch
All
right
right.
now. I solved
Well.
the puzzle. I did it. I solved the puzzle.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Eh.
Ooh, nice. All right. You go. So you go ahead and walk on in. And what happens is you pop around the door and you take a look on in there. And from what you can tell inside of this room, you can see immediately that in here there are. Where did my sheet open at? There we go. You see a man wearing a very long robe standing in front of an altar of some kind. These robes are of a purple and gold trim. There's also probably, from what you can immediately count, around 8 to 12 people in this room as well. Unfortunately, you don't get enough time to really take a good look around as you're staring at the cult leader, it seems. His eyes are already glowing as you walked. Oh, welcome back. His eyes are already glowing as you walked into the room, and they just pierce directly at you.
I didn't hear that.
Skimmer went in and got seen.
Okay.
Dude just nat 20 as soon as he walked in.
My
Well.
freaking-
Wow.
Time to kill.
Yeah, his eyes have this strange
Lord,
glow
kill
about
now
them.
or
He
never.
sees you, makes eye contact, yells at all the cultists, defends, and then he just turns around and goes through a door that's behind this altar.
Who was
What a
that?
fucking
Coward.
dick.
So that happens, all of these cultists that are in there, their eyes seemingly glazed
Oh,
over.
I go first.
All these cultists, their eyes are seemingly glazed over as they all pick up their weapons and move towards you.
Who was the one who spotted him?
The cult leader, he nat 20. Basically, Scoober opened the door and was just immediately seen.
It's the cult leader. I know I have a token.
You know,
Cult
come to
leader-
think of it, I should have just played it off like I was one of them.
Yeah, you could
Oh,
have
well.
tried that too.
The
Cult leader,
that's
cult leader ran off. There are, from what you can count, probably around 10 cultists moving toward you. The cultists have an initiative of 18. So they'll go after Balazar.
Yeah, because B comes before C.
There
Uh,
you go.
air, co-leader's a purple dragonborn.
Cool.
Purple Dragonborn, despite not being a Dragonborn.
Too bad. Those exist.
It's
by
it's
the way.
not it's not it, it's
Totally.
it's just a mask. Boom, done. Solved your problem.
It's literally just a mask with robes.
Yeah, he decapitated a dragonborn and just wore it as a mask.
Good there.
Just
Like
And
one
Cox
thing.
here.
then add on Crust Parade with a 9. Add your 5 guard friends on with a 7. And your captain with a 17.
I'll call him Winters.
He can be Winters. I forgot what his name is because I forgot to write it down because I'm so smart.
I did a tiebreaker, by the way. So I don't know
This
what's
is
It was something Winters.
Start with a F or something. I can't remember.
I don't know.
I don't know. Does
Cap-
Peach
Okay.
keep his streams?
He could just be Captain Winters because like I said, I forgot his name. I don't know why I forgot his name. Probably because I forgot to write it down. 'Cause I'm so smart. All right. So as it sits, Scoober has the first move,
Just leave a generic.
and you have 10 of these cultists coming at you guys currently.
Yeet and delete.
Eat and delete. God damn it.
All right.
Here's some generic battle music.
Is his name Tress?
Oh yeah, that's Tress.
Tress. That was it.
Tress Winters. That's what it was.
Tress Winters. Yep.
Full
Okay.
name.
I just went
Tress.
back on my old stream and
Yeah,
it's
I just went to look. I knew it was T something. Tress. I'm gonna fix his name real fast in the thing so I don't forget.
Well, I can't change his name in the initiative, so it's Winters.
Tress Winters. There we go. Winters is fine. Just keep him as Winters.
How many cultists are there?
There are
Like
10 cultists.
take aim. Let's go.
All right. The room you guys are currently standing in right now with these cultists is probably about 30 yards out. So it's not a huge room, about 100 feet. So you guys got some room to work with, but not as much. Anyway, as it sits currently, Scoomer, you have the first move.
I'm gonna go to the back wall.
Aren't
You go
we
to
there?
the back wall.
They all face us now.
So we're gonna have
I shoot.
kind of move forward. Here.
Not
So 1, 2, 3.
Go to the back wall. All right, 1, 2, 3. You get your shots off. Yeah, it's still doing that. It's still rolling a d20 on your rolls.
10.
Okay. All right, because that's to hit, not damage. God, I'm stupid. I'm retarded.
Bam, bam.
All right, you take a shot. You aim at one of the cultists. You get a solid hit with. Let me take a look at the sheet. All right.
30
Actually, as
damage.
it's all of those shots actually hit their target. So in total,
30
you'll do 30 damage, which takes one of the cultists out. Thunk, thunk.
Another one.
Get sploit, kid.
All right.
7 plus
three of
7 plus 7.
Oof. All those shots managed to hit the cultist.
And is there a pillar in here?
No, the pillars are actually the pillars are kind of off to the sides of the room a little bit, so they're not really in the way of you and the cultists as it currently sits. But there are a few pillars that seemingly hold the roof up.
Cool. These. What's the room made out of?
Stone, predominantly.
All right. Cool.
predominantly stone, a little bit of wood, some other
I'm
random
just gonna
materials.
shoot again.
All right, take a third round. All three of those make contact.
8.
Some pretty cool pillars.
All right. You take another one of the cultists out. That leaves one of the other 8 of them standing up. All right. So you're good there. Give me 1 second, you guys.
And he's gone again.
Reese's Puff, Reese's Puff. Eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up.
Some good combat music. I got L-tab puffs in my bowl. And like that, I'll steal your soul. You know, now I think about it, maybe if I can convince these guys that I'm actually with them, maybe they'll believe me.
I already shot them.
Yeah, but I could like come in and pretend, you know.
I already shot them.
No, they're gonna
Whatever.
consider anyone else hostile. Are you gonna X out another cultist since another one died?
I thought only one of them died.
2 of them.
Because I'm a dragonborn, isn't it? These guys are a bunch of racists.
Yeah.
But they would like me better if I wasn't white. Swear to God, these guys look like they're from, like, enemies from Blade and Soul. They look like the Ebon Drake cult. Jesus. Alright, who just turned into a manatee?
Oh, I was on a motorcycle, I think on Aaron's end.
Wait, hold on, guys. Is this the Ebon Drake? We got the wrong cult. Let's leave.
Why did I... It's
The
stretched.
Accidents happen.
Okay, that looks good on the stream.
I love waiting. Hey, I just remembered I never sent you that footage of the meanwhile thing that happened when me and Spankles went to an alley with a mask.
Oh, you missed your opportunity then.
Well, I can still do it.
Oh, it will be of no relevance.
It will shed light onto what kind of character Bullsar and Spiggles are.
I think we know what type of character they are.
to leave us? Why did Spenkles have to go?
Oh, what's going on? What's happening?
Waiting for God to return.
Yeah.
We're waiting for the rapture.
I'm gonna be right back.
The hell is a 3.5e?
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Goomerite.
Okay. All right. So you finished up that one. You shot that last cultist on your last round. You took 2 of them out in total. Hit another one pretty solidly, but he's still on his feet.
My
That was
turn.
your third attack for the turn. Balazar, it's your move.
It's like I'm just gonna confuse these guys. Be like, for LTAB.
You scream out for LTAB. Let me go ahead and make a roll real quick.
Okay, which one do I? I'm just gonna test the waters here.
You charge clear across the room against these guys, putting all your might into the run. The distance between you and where the cultists are is going to take an action, so your first swing isn't going to count.
How far away am I? How big is this room?
The room I said was about was 30 yards, or 30 yards, so about 100 feet. They were all currently about 70 to 80 feet away. They were starting to move toward you, but it will take a full action to get over to them to engage in combat.
How about I do this?
How about you do what?
I'm just changing the measurement so that it's further.
What screen are you on that you're changing measurements?
If I move everything over by 1. It's just you can click on the map and then you can change the measurements.
Are you still on the overworld map right now?
No, I'm on the dungeon map.
Oh, where is that one? Because I don't see that one.
I moved everyone to it.
I'm still seeing the overworld map is what I
Oh
see.
yeah, I think it's because like they don't, DMs don't. Just go to the very last map that just has Balazar's token because big ego.
Gotcha. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so that's kind of what it looks like. And then
It's
the head
80
priest,
feet.
head priest dude ran off. Okay. All right, yeah, that looks better. So you ran out over to them. You engaged into combat, screaming out for LTAB. Does confuse a few of them, but overall, I mean, they seem quite complacent. And one of them screams out as well, "For LTAB, may he deem us worthy."
Yeah, you see, this guy gets it. I just cut his face off.
All right, you take your swings. Your 2 shots that you do swing do make contact.
Yeah, only pay attention to the first one. Oh, actually, no. Don't pay attention to, like, 8 plus 18 damage, 12, 7.
Yeah, you hit for the first one, which was.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. 8 plus 6, and then the 6 plus 12.
There, I did 18 and 19 damage.
Nice.
If I kill one guy, then my next swing is going to another guy.
Yeah. So the first swing you do take does kill that one guy you were targeting, and then your second one hits the second guy.
Does it kill him too?
No, it just hurts. It is the necrotic longsword, and that one does the necrotic damage. Does it have a? It's just the necrotic damage on it, wasn't it?
Just necrotic.
Yeah. It does hurt him visibly. I mean, his skin blackens a little bit where the wound is as it begins to decay, but it doesn't kill him. It just hurts a lot.
Right, you think cultists, like, a god who worship this guy would be like a little bit more resistant to his own element, and you know what I mean?
You think it, unless it necessarily necrotic isn't his element. Could be something else.
Kind of go hand in hand. All
They can. It could also just be cold damage there, I mean, too.
Captain Winters.
All right, Captain Winters is back there. He's gonna move.
I'm not actually a silver dragonborn.
He's just over a little bit, but he is actually going to be engaging them from a distance on this one. So he's taking his shots with his longbow. That's a contact, and that's a miss, even with his bonuses. And he's going to hit the cultist you just shot. He's going to do an additional 9 damage to him. Cultist is still on his feet, although very clearly on the last bit of his life. But he's still alive. He's still hanging in. All right. Winters is done, so it's going to be the cultist's move.
Ruh-roh.
So what's going to happen is this one, they're going to essentially be making an encirclement on you, these 3 here. That does give you a chance for an attack of opportunity, so you can go ahead and roll a d20, or go ahead and roll an attack roll. Since they are repositioning, you do get a free swing on one of them. All right, you swing at one of them, one of the ones that came over. You hit that guy pretty solidly, the one you were engaging.
24 damage.
Which is this dude right here. And that hits him hard enough to die from that attack of opportunity. But the other 2 are still on you. And those other 2 cultists,
hit me, assholes.
Both of them actually reach out and they use, for the first attack, they're using their ability there. So what they do is they make their reach towards you. Their hands are glowing with some kind of an energy and they try to touch you with it. That is a 17, 18, and with the bonuses, yeah. With their bonuses, it's going to be a 20 and a 21. All right, so that definitely goes past your armor class, so you're going to be getting hit by these guys. Do you have any immunities to cold or necrotic damage, Balazar?
Did LTAB give me any?
You
Or protection?
actually, I don't think he actually gave you any resistance.
Aura fear. Oh yeah, there's this aura of fear that I have.
Yeah, you still have the immunity to fear, and you still emanate the aura of fear, but it doesn't affect these guys.
Oh yeah, cultist.
Yeah. So they reach out and they touch you, and you are hit with a cold and a necrotic energy. And since you have no resistances to that, they all hit you. Yeah, you have the fire and the aura of fear. You take a total of 14 damage from both of them touching you. Those 2 do that.
That wasn't so bad.
Only 14, not bad. I mean, you have taken far worse hits.
What else you guys got?
Drops you down to 84. All right.
I'm
These
here.
guys,
I'm here to let you guys know LTAF thinks you all pussies.
these guys all reposition themselves as such for their first one. And their second move is actually they are going to be targeting. Let me go ahead and roll. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different guys they can pick. First one of the extras, they're going to be aiming at number 5, which is the guard captain. One of them basically reaches his finger forward, and you see some kind of a sickly green ray shoot from his hand. Guard captain manages to get out of the way as the cultist misses. He's fine. Second cultist that's left is going to be taking his target over to Scoomber. He points his finger. He points his finger at you, and you see another sickly green ray shoot at you. What's your armor class? Scuba.
Yeah, I hear you.
What's your armor class?
16.
16. All right. You do get a reflex roll. You are getting hit by this. Go ahead and roll dexterity or whatever it is for 5e.
Saving throw.
Yeah.
You guys put the
25.
captain right here.
25. You successfully get completely out of the way of that attack since it was exactly your armor class. It hits the wall behind you, and you see some of the stone begin to erode as a sickly green dripping goes down it.
That's acid?
Fairly certain it was. Next cultist is putting his target over to Crestbraid. This one uses something a little bit different. Doesn't matter. He failed miserably on his casting anyway. And the last cultist is targeting Crestbraid as well. That's going to be, what's your armor class, Crestbraid? 17, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think he wrote on his sheet.
All right, you do get a
Well,
reflex
I thought it was
dexterity
18,
save as well.
but if you have it written 17, it'll do that.
Oh, it's 18, it's 18.
According to the sheet, he only has 10 AC.
Because I haven't added any crap to it.
Yeah. I'm fairly certain yours is 18. All right, you do get a dexterity or a reflex roll, whichever one you got written down. You are getting hit by this ray he's shooting at you.
Oh, my dexterity roll.
Ouch.
Actually, I get a +3 to that, but I don't think it's going to
You get a +3 to that? Yeah, in this case, it's not going to help much. This ray comes out as a chilling cold that strikes you dead in the chest. Hits you, and you feel this icy presence shoot through your armor and then through your body. It's not a very pleasant feeling. And you take...
Berber.
Let me grab my damage dice. You take 12 damage from that ray. 12 cold damage. Unless you happen to have any cold resistance.
Berber damage.
Berber damage because it's Burr.
Yes.
Cold. Alright, that's the cultist turn. Crestbraid, it's finally your turn. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna order my eagle to attack the weakened cultist, and then I'm gonna attack another one with the my bitter gold max.
All right, and it's gonna take you an action to get close enough to them.
Okay.
Your eagle goes to fly out, and he gets close enough to a cultist. He immediately just crit failed his attack, so that provokes a chance for the cultist to try to hit him.
Right.
And your eagle is going to be getting hit by the cultist. Do you happen to have your eagle's health written down?
This is the eagle.
No.
No? Okay. I'm just going to go off the standard roll then. All right. Lucky for you, it doesn't do too much damage to him. Your eagle does get hit with a mace, but it is still in the air.
That's the eagle right there.
That is the greatest eagle I have ever seen. Your eagle gets hit, but he's fine. He ultimately ends up like over here. Back on the other side. And then you're going to use an action to get close enough to them for combat.
Yeah, I'm gonna be attacking this one.
All right. You position yourself to get to that one. You get in front of him. You have your shield up so you're not provoking an attack. And you go in for the attack with your glitter gold axe. Go ahead and roll the hit. You have 2 actions for hitting.
And huh.
With the attack bonus you do have, those do hit.
Okay.
Your attack bonus as a cleric, I think, is 9 right now. So go ahead and roll 2 for damage with your glitter gold axe.
That's 1d12.
All right.
Wow.
Ace. Both those make contact onto him. And then is that just for the D12 of the axe, or is that including the elemental damage?
I think 1d10 was my.
If I recall, because it got upgraded or something.
I'll roll that.
All right, go ahead and roll that. 8 and a 3. All right, cool. Your 2 strikes hit that cultist truthfully, and that does take him out, so he's dead on the ground. Woohoo! Guessbray got a kill. All right, now it's the guards' turn. Guards are going to take their shields up in front of them. They're going to be repositioning themselves as well. And the flying kick. Why is he down there? I want him up here.
Jeez, love.
All right, they reposition themselves like that. They have their shields on it. They're using their movement action as well for defense, so they're protected while they're doing that.
Formation to get.
Trying to encircle and also to use archery. Where you're still up here. All right, guards making their attacks. First guy misses. Second guy makes contact. Archers miss. Hit. Miss. And a miss. All right.
You sunk my battleship.
You sunk my battleship. That's not very nice. All right, guards make their attacks on the cultists. Only 3 of them actually hit.
You dunked my battleship.
How did you know that mine was on A1?
All right, guards got their hits. They didn't really do too much damage, it seems like. All right, Scoomber, it's your turn.
I like to sneak around here while they're all distracted.
All right, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Survival. Yeah.
Oof.
Wow. I tripped.
You crit failed. You go to make it a sneak, and you could not have made any more noise. You bumped into everything trying to do it. You're about the least sneaky guy there. I mean, this guy totally sees you. This guy right here. So his attention is now on you repositioning.
You know what they say? No witnesses. And I just, like, aim all the bolts at him.
Nice. You just unleash everything into this dude. Let's see. Hit, miss, hit. Yeah, that definitely, with all that damage, will take him out.
But I'm not done yet.
Road into that guy. Are you targeting someone else, or are you still shooting into the dead body while he's falling?
I'm shooting someone else.
All right.
Overkill.
All right, the reposition 2 of your bolts hit.
Final Fantasy X.
You do 12 damage to that guy.
Nice.
All right, Balzar, it's your turn.
So if I kill this guy, Will I be able to move on to another target?
Yeah, since they are close enough. It won't cost you a full action to get over there.
Okay.
However, though, you do have a chance of provoking an attack of opportunity from repositioning. Do you have a shield?
Yeah, I do have a shield.
Alright, just keep your shield up and you'll be okay.
I'm gonna shank him in the Yushenka.
Alright, you go to shank him in the Yushenka, you stab him. That is definitely a hit. 21, that takes that guy out.
You stupid.
He's dead.
Crestspray just died.
No. I said enter its value and we'll subtract it.
Rest in pepperoni, Crestspray. He died when he failed to.
No, it's just his
Check his-
website's just dumb.
I think you put it in the wrong spot. You're
No,
supposed to-
it said enter it in here and we'll subtract it. 50.
So your turn, Balzar. You still have your 2 other actions. Where are you going?
Just gonna hop over to this guy. He's like, you know, I don't really like rangers that much.
Both of those are definitely hits.
No,
17 and a 15. Not bad. You go over to hit that guy. That was the guy Scoober just.
hold on.
Yeah. Hold on, what?
They're just gonna be more quiet now. That's all.
Why?
I apparently woke someone up or something.
Oh, don't do that.
Okay. Yeah, I just stabbed.
Alright, you hit that guy. It definitely takes him out. He's deaded.
Right, this is easy.
Alright.
Doing L-Tep a favor by clearing these guys out.
Yeah, no kidding.
Suck.
Alright. Captain's turn. Captain takes out his bow and he's gonna shoot one of the guys. That's a hit. And that's most definitely a hit. Alright. Alright. Captain shoots the cultist down there. Both of his arrows hit him pretty hard, but it doesn't take him out. Alright. The Captain's gonna use his last action to reposition himself down here to back up for you guys. Alright, last 2 cultists here. So, both of the cultists, they look at each other real fast and take a quick glance at one another, and they use an action to disengage from you guys, and they back up. And they come over here. Both of them reach underneath their cloaks, and you see both of them pull out some kind of a gemstone. They take this gemstone and they crush it in their hands, and their whole eyes begin to light up. The eye structures in them. You see the dead bodies around you begin to shimmer and shake, undulate almost. You watch as both of them just, essentially their bodies just implode almost, and they turn into dust as the strange energy begins to whirl around the room you guys are in. And you watch as all of the cultists begin to shudder and shake once again, and all of their bodies stand back up. Their eyes glistening with blackness inside of them. Their mouths seem to be protruding a bloody ink or black from their mouths. Some strange abyssal necrotic energy was stored within the gem and has imbued the dead in the room.
So like those 2 cultists committed Sudoku?
Basically,
That's a little messed up, to be honest.
so you watch as all these guys come up from the ground.
Stab him again, I guess.
Pretty much. Cultists, since they were resurrected, they get a new initiative roll. Still a 17. As these guys are back up with all this strange goopiness coming out of their mouths, it is going to move from them over to Crestbraid. So it is your turn, Crest Braid. You are now faced with a bunch of abyssal undead. This should be your territory.
Time to murder again.
Murder time.
Murder time.
I'll give everyone a perception as well, real fast.
Okay.
All right, good. 8, 10, Scoomber, perception roll. Gamma!
Yeah, 5.
Perception roll.
No, I was seeing.
Oh, you guys don't see anything. All right, so Crest Braid, it is your turn right now.
That fills me with so much of worry.
Okay, I'm going to swing it. My Google axe in front of me, right here.
All right, sure thing.
Um,
Take your swings at them. Go ahead and roll your d20s. Hit. Miss. And a hit. All right, 2 hits and a miss. I think so. All right. It's going to be
Jesus.
8, 16, 19.
Yeah, I think I did put the clerical axe on your sheet. It's like the
Yeah,
only
check.
thing on your sheet.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That would be easier. Yeah, it would be a little bit easier to do it that way. All right, so you do make your strikes. They all hit the one right in front of you. Your axe, the radiant effect, this holy damage that comes off of it, seems to burn into the skin of the undead in front of you, and you watch as a black ink course spills out from the wound. It doesn't take very long before the wound seems to seal itself back up. Definitely the damage has been done, though. It doesn't
Sorry,
kill
Peter.
him, however, though.
She's a little familiar, I'll be honest.
All right.
I don't know why I named them guards. They're supposed to be soldiers, right?
Either way works. All right, after that, guards, it's your guys' turn. They just saw all the dead come back to life. They're swapping over to their melee weapons. So they're going to keep their shields up and reposition themselves as well. All right. Nice little positioning.
Check time.
Currently it's 9:28 Pacific, so it's probably 12:28 where you guys are.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Guards making their attacks. 3 of them actually hit with their long swords. Woohoo!
Slap them.
All right. Guards make their hits. They engage. They all pick out their targets, and between all of them, they manage to take one of the zombies out. Its body collapses down to the ground. You hit them hard enough. They hit the ground, and you watch for a second as the body, the wounds do that closing thing that you saw in Crest Braids. And then all of a sudden, the zombie seems to stand back up after hitting the ground. The wound's still gaping open, but it seems to still have just enough juice in it to continue fighting.
Okay, we gotta squeeze these guys out of lemons.
Yeah, squeeze these guys like lemons.
Gotta
All right,
squeeze.
Goomber, it's your turn.
I'm gonna roll a perception check.
Go ahead.
No.
You take an action, roll perception, look around. You don't see anything that really speaks out to you, unfortunately.
Just gonna go over here.
You reposition a little bit, not enough to take a full action.
And right there.
2 of those make a hit. Do 10 damage. You hit the one that just died. Yeah, and this time it seems to stay dead.
Which one would that be?
Ravenauts.
That is going to be this one right here. All right. Second action, what are you going to do? Or third, technically.
Shoot. That's better. Oh, great.
All right.
15 damage.
Do 15 on that one. Not bad. Not bad at all. All three of those do hit. You hit one of the zombies pretty solidly. Still on his feet, though. All right. Balzar, it's your turn.
I need to look at something because I realize there's something that no one's tried yet.
Go ahead. What is it you're thinking?
What's the radius for fireball?
Oh, God. 30 feet, technically. You would hit the 4 that are around you, but you would also probably hit one of your guys.
– 25, 30. Now, what's the radius of the explosion?
30 feet.
30-foot radius?
Yeah, if I recall, Fireball has a 30-foot radius, dude.
Let me look at fireball.
Yeah.
That seems way too big. Hold on.
Let me double check. I'm fairly certain it's like a 30-foot radius.
Range under 50 feet.
The range you can cast the spell is out, but if I remember correctly, the explosion itself is like 50 feet.
Each creature in a 20-foot radius.
Okay. Or 30. Yeah, 20 in this, or 20 is what's going to be, not 30. My bad. All right, so yeah, anything within a 20-foot radius is going to get hit.
So if I 10, 15, 20, 15, 20.
Do you have these squares set up as 10 feet or 20?
I have them set up as 20, but that's because he said it took a long time to run across. But I'll set them back to 5 since we're all close together.
Yeah, they're much closer to you, so I think more of a 5 or a 10 would be more appropriate right now. Are you just trying to map out the distance?
Well, doesn't really matter. We kind of know, generally.
What's up, Travis?
I'm saying this isn't really that vital. We generally know.
You don't understand this. Unless it's like.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to see who I will hit by using this spell. So
I
if I cast
think
this,
it's a good idea.
If you cast it, where are you targeting if you cast it?
I'm trying to make it so that I hit a lot of these guys, but
if you cast a fireball type spell on this guy would be your best bet, because then only these guys would get hit. Basically, if you throw it nearby you, these guys are probably going to be the ones getting hit. So you might end up sacrificing for yards.
If I position it further away, so it's like.
Yeah, that would be the best bet, because then you can hit only these guys.
And then I position it down here, so that Scoomer doesn't get hit. So yeah, I'll step back, risk an attack of opportunity.
Good old time.
All right.
But I have my shield up, so.
You do have your shield. It's just going to stop the one immediately next to you from hitting you. The other one missed his attack anyway.
So yeah, I'm gonna throw the fireball right there so that it only hits those 5.
All right. You cast out your spell. Is it just a normal fireball spell?
It's from my magic item.
Right. The fireball ring.
Yeah, the one that I forgot to use.
You cast that thing out, it definitely hits. I mean, they're all going to have their reaction rolls to see if they manage to avoid one of them nat 20.
One thing zombies are good at, it's burning.
One of them crit failed. All right. Fireball goes out. That definitely does the damage. 3 of them take 26 immediately, so that definitely hurts. One of them is immediately dead. One of them nat 20, so he's going to avoid the effects. One of them crit failed, so he's going to have a double effect on that one. So he dies as well. So there's 5 zombies left.
Burning hell, or wherever the hell these guys are being sent.
All right.
So there's 5 left.
There we are. 5 of them are left still. All right. Nice. Well done. Using the thing right there. Good. All right. So you still have your 2 other actions.
Oh yeah. Kill. But this time with
Sword.
this weapon.
Oof. Yeah, that's definitely gonna do a little bit. That was the peace hammer, wasn't it?
Yeah, the one that I thought.
The one you thought did radiant, but it didn't. You still got a crit on there though. Not bad.
10,
10, 15. All right. So you go ahead and smack one of the guys immediately next to you. He makes a fail on that save. I mean, between both of those hits and the fireball damage, that's definitely going to take one of them out. I'll take. And this guy also got hit by the guards earlier as well, so he's even lower on health anyway. So that one's dead too. All right, Winters, it's your move. Winters is going to reposition himself, so that way he can get in a flank. I mean, it's an adjacent square, so he's okay. So he's going to take his 2 attack rolls with a sword. And he's going to hit with both of those. He's going to do a total of 15 damage. He stabs that zombie twice. It's still on its feet, though. All right. Zombie's turn. Yay. All right. So we're going to get these zombies to be repositioning themselves. You do get an attack of opportunity, Balazar. Oof. Yeah, that's definitely a hit. 15. You give that zombie a good smack as he goes by. It doesn't kill him, though. All right. They reposition themselves to attack Balazar for 2 of them. So we're getting hit 2 hits toward you, Balazar. It's a miss. And that's a miss. One of them is going to be attacking the guard. Or a soldier. That's going to be a hit. And the last one's going after Crestbraid. Crestbraid's armor class is 18, so that's definitely going to be a hit as well. All right. Guard up top. Oof. Guard up here. You see that zombie leech forward to make his attack against one of the soldiers, and you see that as soon as the hands get close enough to actually strike, they're not hitting with blunt. You watch as the actual bones shoot out of their fingers to make malformed claws and dig into the flesh of the guard. Both of the hands grab him, and then the zombie comes in and just bites him straight in the neck. That definitely killed that guy. Crestbraid, you're getting hit by a melee strike as well.
All I need to say is, but do not get killed by those things.
Yeah, for the love of God, don't get killed by them. All right. It reaches out to grab you, Crestbraid. You do get a reaction save against his bite attack, though, so go ahead and roll a dexterity. Crestbraid.
Yeah, I'm looking to see.
Reflex or dexterity, whichever one it is you got written down.
How do I make a roll of this?
Roll d20 plus your dex or dexterity
Yeah.
bonus or your
I'm
reflex
gonna roll
bonus.
off of the character sheet.
Ouch. Yeah, it's definitely going to get a bite on you. All right. It lunges forward. It's the bony claws digging into your flesh through the gappings in your armor, through the chainmail sections. And then its teeth come in to go for a bite. In total, from that, you end up taking 18 points of damage. Now, I need you to roll me a Constitution save.
I rolled.
Yep. Right here.
Actually, that should be a 15.
You don't have a Constitution bonus?
No.
No? Alright. Yeah, with a 15, you do save against that, so you don't get affected by what the effect was. Alright, you're okay there. That ends those guys'. Guards' turn now. They just saw another one of their buddies go down. They're not happy. Alright.
Oh
See
no,
if any
not
guards
me,
make
this
any hits.
NPC number 5.
Only one of the guards hit. Alright, that guard goes for his strike against that Zom. Ends up hitting him for 9. Not too heavy of a hit, but does actually finish that one off. I'm gonna roll for some of these. Alright. Zombie hits the ground, and then you watch as the body, still with the gaping wound in its chest, stands back up. Scoombar, it's your move.
Nice.
Oh wait, how do we keep these guys dead?
Shoot until dead.
Shoot until you're dead. Alright, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. Alright.
Yay.
Alright, that definitely takes one of them out. Fails his save, so that kills another one. Still 3 of them on their feet.
I thought you got 5 hits.
There. Definitely takes one of them out, though. Alright, not bad. Still 3 of them standing up. Alright, Balazar, it's your move. You do remember from your paladin training that undead, they can stand back up sometimes when they die. Or when you think you've killed them, they can stand back up if they happen to have enough juice left in them.
Like I said before, we gotta squeeze him like lemons.
Oof, that's definitely a hit. That's a miss. That's definitely a hit. 2 hits and a miss. 12 and 9. Alright. You have one of them, a nice, good, solid strike. Doesn't take it down, but it definitely does hurt it. Alright. Winter's turn. He is going to reposition himself. He's taking a swing with his long sword. That's a crit. Nice job. And a confirmed crit. Nice. Alright. Winters takes his swing, maxes out damage with his long sword, ends up striking that zombie hard enough. That was the one that went down a second ago. Hits him hard enough. That thing is permanently down. Winters is proud of himself. Alright. And then he still has an action, so he's going to go after that last one.
There's only one left alive.
There's 2 of them still standing, and that's going to be a miss on that one. Alright, zombies turn once again. They're making their strikes against Balazar and Crestbride. Crestbride, he missed you. Alright, Balazar, he missed you as well. Alright, you guys are fine. Zombies missed all their attacks. We kept rolling 2s and 3s. Crestbride, your move. You got a zombie still in front of you. That's pretty bad to wound you. Or at least from what you can tell in zombie terms. What are you gonna do, Questman?
I'm gonna use my battle axe again.
All right. First swing misses. That's definitely a hit. And with your bonus, that's definitely a hit as well. So you have 2 contacts.
I think you gotta chop their heads off or something, make them stop forever.
I don't think that's how it works.
We should have gotten
12,
both.
12. Nice.
Should've
All
gotten
right,
both
between those hits,
soldiers.
that definitely takes that one out. Since it died with radiant damage, it doesn't stand back up. All right. That leaves just the one in front of Balzar left. All right. Gods, they are repositioned. They are all
Someone
set up
else.
to go for kills.
Someone else go this thing for me. I'm getting tired of this.
They all take their swings. All right, 3 of them make contact. That should be enough to finish this guy off. All right, Zombie still gets a save, and that's a crit fail. All right, cool.
Dead.
Slice into their flesh. Thing goes down. They're gone. They are gone. You watch as their bodies, the black ichor just kind of bubbles, and their bodies basically disintegrate and turn to goop on the floor.
That's what you get for being undead, boy.
All right.
And that one also disintegrates, I guess.
Yeah, his body's just there. All right, you guys kind of all recoalesce. All right.
Let's make it more cinematic.
There you go. Way more cinematic that way. All right. So you guys are still standing in this large room. It does have an altar in it. Several sets of basically would have been pews laying around, and the door that the head priest seemed to have gone through, the cultist. You guys want to roll a perception for me?
I don't see anything.
None of us seem to be very perceptive.
Not today, at least. Jeez.
Rebel, do something.
I perceived that no one else can perceive anything.
I rolled a 16.
All right, cool. All right. As you guys are kind of repositioning to go investigate the altar in here, you do see that there's actually, laying on the back side of the altar, you notice that there's an odd fleshy or circular type item. You can see just the back side of it, and it appears to be the handle of what might be a shield on this strange circular fleshy item. You're the only one who currently sees it, Crestbraid, as you're the one that found it. It's like a fleshy circle with a handle on the back of it. It's leaning up against the altar.
I pick it up. Well, I won't pick it up. I'll inspect it.
All right, go ahead and roll intelligence or whatever. Okay, yeah. You kind of inspect it. You're poking it with the back end of a stick, basically, or one of your weapons, and you turn it around. And what you see is essentially a small shield, but on the very front of it are several cut out faces that all seem to be sentient, looking around and screaming silently.
Oh god. What is this abomination?
You don't know. The eyes are all staring at you, the mouths are moving, but no words come out.
I ask her, well, what should we do with this thing here?
Blink 3 times if you want to die, I'd say to the mask.
Let's see if it anything.
Did it work? Did I win?
God.
Hello?
Then he broke again. A broken god.
fleshy shield.
Oh
Yeah.
crap!
Back.
Still sitting on the ground next to the altar, so.
You cut out there for quite a
Oh,
bit.
sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Last,
I was
last
just
thing you
saying.
said was well, you were beginning to say what it was going to do after Scoomer said blink 3
Oh.
times, everyone die.
That was a long one. Okay, that was a long thing. You say that to it, they don't blink at all. They're just still staring, their eyes moving in between each and every one of you, addressing you all individually, but it does not seem to comprehend what you said. Still, just mouths open as if in a silent scream. What would you
I
guys
say we
like to
kill
do
them.
with the shield?
I don't know how easy it would be to destroy it, even if we should destroy it.
Wait, it's a shield?
Yes.
Do you guys wish to try to destroy this thing?
Touch it.
Do you touch it?
Yeah, touch it.
Alright. You reach out to touch it. Are you touching the faces?
God.
Can you hear me again? Did I
Yeah.
cut out again? Okay. I said, are you touching the shield, the faces, or the handle?
The faces.
All right. You reach out and you touch the faces. Go ahead and roll me a d20. In this case, it would be a Constitution or no, Wisdom, Will. If you got Will on there.
So wisdom saving?
Yeah, Wisdom save.
11.
All right. You reach out to go to touch the shield on the faces. Some kind of a strange energy shoots out from the mouths. The rest of you guys see this weird purple wave, essentially. It hits you hard, Scoomer, and you are just overwhelmed with the sense of dread. Looking at this thing almost sends you into a panic, as if you just suddenly started having an anxiety attack.
I am sweating.
Sweating profusely. You find yourselves, by the time you realize what's happened, you've actually found yourself all the way over here in the room. Essentially, touching the shield causes a fear effect.
Nice
What happened?
arrow.
Why? How did I get over here?
You don't know.
You just sort of pissed yourself and ran here.
I am incapable of yearning, but
Hey, someone scoop
Okay.
up that mineral water. It's good for you, apparently.
Yeah, that's a great question. Does Scoomer urinate in mineral water? The rest of you guys, you saw this weird purple Ripley effect come out from the shield and hit Scoomer, and then he went running off all of a sudden.
Well, I know what I'm doing. And I'm gonna pick up the shield by the handle instead.
All right, you pick up the shield by the handle. Go ahead and roll me a Constitution save.
My con should be way higher than that.
Yeah, that should be a lot higher for you. It's fine. You made the save anyway. You grab the handle of the shield and you watch as from the back side of it, some of the fleshy material begins to kind of warp around your hand, and you feel a tingling sensation,
Oh, don't do
and then
that.
it just goes away. It's almost as if it tried to fuse with you, but then it couldn't.
Alright,
So you're holding now this weird
That-
fleshy shield.
alright. That is just no bueno.
As you are holding the shield, you feel almost like a sense of belonging, as a way to speak.
shields that try to merge with you and make you teleport.
Oh God,
Didn't really. Just like
feel like you should have this thing, that you need it. It could be helpful. Either that, or you could save the souls in it, or make them suffer.
I don't know. It kind of feels like I should hold on to this for a bit. You know.
I like to ask Malar if I should destroy the shield.
All right, let me go ahead and make a roll. Go ahead and roll me a d20 real quick.
Just a d20.
Yep, just a d20.
So
5.
5.
You kind of try to reach out to Malar and see if he has any advice about the shield, and you get silence. You only hear the sound of insects buzzing and the rustling of leaves.
Alar, why do you neglect me?
Come to think of it, none of you guys have heard your gods down here.
Not even mine.
Yours isn't even talking to you either. Might just be more observing, perhaps.
I'm just gonna add a new shield to my inventory.
Yes,
band
you
of
have a new
righteous
shield.
Who
The
wants this
shield, the shield is known as the Fiend Shield. You don't know what it does. All you know is it causes some kind of a fear effect about people who touch it, as far as you know. At least the faces.
Hey, who wants this old shield? It's made of Hydra scale,
Ooh,
I think.
I think it was. Should have it written down. What's the armor bonus on it? Do you remember?
It says shield +1.
Oh. Yeah, the new shield you have is called the Fiend Shield. I will tell you, it does give you a +2 to your AC while wielding it. You do know it causes a fear effect by touching the faces, but you don't know what else it can do, if anything.
give me your old shield. I want it.
Okay, I give my old shield to Scoomy Boy.
You give him a +1 large shield. The Hydra scale shield. I think it did like a 3 armor class, if I remember correctly, or a 2 or something.
It was just a +1 shield.
Yeah. Well, whatever the bonus was on it. Anyway, so you have this weird fleshy shield thing in your hands now. Fortunately, you don't hear the screaming of the voice of the souls trapped in it.
I'm gonna have to, free these things once we're done here. If I live, that
Yeah.
is.
One way or another.
I would say we shall
Anyway.
after.
So you guys are still staying in the room. The goopiness still behind you guys from where the zombies were. And that door is behind the altar where the head cultist went through.
Yeah, remind me to do that in case I die.
You're okay.
Do you guys wish to move down the hallway or the door?
All right.
Alright.
Who's going first?
You all approach the door where the head cultist went through. You're standing in front of it once again.
I would like to cast Cure Critical Wounds onto myself.
Alright. Go ahead and make a roll for the health that you've regained.
Let's see. Was it 48 plus level.
Alright, 28, not bad. Takes you up from... Yeah, you're at 38, right?
I was at 36.
36, sorry. That brings you up to 64. All right. Nice and good. Comfy. Got some health back. Nice. All right, so you guys are standing in front of the door right now. It is partially open. You don't hear anything coming from it, fortunately. At least not the current moment, you don't. Pretty silent on the other side of the door. What would you guys like to do?
I aim my bow at the door.
You aim your bow at the door. You're thoroughly aiming it at the door. It has never been more aimed at.
Give me its money.
You ask the door to give you its money. Never has it been insulted before.
I apologize to it.
You apologize to the door.
Why are you talking to a door?
Shut up.
It's just a door that's partially open. That's it. He's harassing the door.
Just open the door.
Guard captain says, or Tress says, do you want me to go forward and check that out?
Just open the door.
Okay. You just open up the door and it just leads to a hallway. Down this hallway, it goes down about 20 yards. And you see that it comes to a fork. There are 3 different directions from where you guys are. You can go to the left, you can go forward, or you can go to the right. Do not, as you walk in, the guard captain takes a little bit of a point. He follows enough forward that he says he does not see any traps. It seems pretty open.
Could be
Guys,
traps.
He says, I'm looking for him, but I don't see anything.
I look for a loose stone.
Go ahead and roll d20. This is the perception.
Right. Man, I cannot roll perception.
You take a look to try to see if there's anything, and I mean, it's a dark hallway. There's nothing. The guard captain seems to know what he's doing. Trust is fine.
I look at the ground, and I just, like, tear a chunk of rock out of the ground, then.
Just tear a chunk of rock out of the ground. You're now holding a chunk of rock. Very rocky.
I'd like slide it down one of the hallways. It's at a slope, right?
It's pretty flat, but it's slight downward slope.
All right.
You just kind of throw it down there, and I mean, nothing happens. The sound of the rock echoes.
Okay.
Guard captain standing at the crossroad now. Trust shouts back at you guys. Hey, it seems pretty clear. He says, I can, he's just standing down the, he's basically like, you guys are still over here, so I'm going to back you guys up a little bit.
I moved to a new map, by the way.
Oh, what map are you on now?
The one that's at the very end.
That works. Alright, so you got 3 passages. He's like over here, just kind of looking. You guys catch up with him. So you have the 3 different directions you can go. Straight ahead of you, left or right.
Which one did you say was not trapped?
He says that just up to the crossroad isn't trapped, from what he can tell. He doesn't know if any other way is trapped or not. He's kind of looking around. Perception roll. Everyone go ahead and roll perception real quick for me again. So I'm going to see if you can actually get a perception.
Yep, I got it.
There you go. All right. So you're taking a look around, Scuba, kind of listening, see if you can hear anything. From where you are currently standing, the way straight ahead of you and then to your guys' left is silent. However, though, the one to your right, you can very faintly hear murmurs of voices.
You went right.
So, from the direction you guys are currently on, compared to my map, so to your guys' right still. So yeah, voices are coming from this way, since that would be your guys' right because of the way you're facing.
Could be in trap as well.
Could be. Always a possibility. These ways are silent, however. However, both of them, you can see doors on the other ends. One of the doors seems to be like a big, or not a big, a moderate-sized iron door, almost like they're made of steel bars rather than a solid piece. Looks almost like a prison door, almost.
So it's dark.
It's dark. The way straight ahead of you.
Got a light.
The way straight ahead of you guys does have a little bit of light coming from behind its door. The way to your right is still the murmurs of voices, and then the other way seems to be like a jail cell almost. What way would you guys like to go?
Well, I'd like to go to the way that doesn't kill us.
The question is, which way is it that doesn't kill you?
I guess there's only one thing we can do.
I'll
See the most expendable.
I'll use a spell, summon monster 1, and have that be the
So there's some monster 1, a little cave bat comes by.
Oh, can I roll to see what it was?
Oh yeah, if you want to go right ahead, go ahead and roll a D100 first to see the quality.
Alright, D100.
Good quality. Now go ahead and roll me a D4. I guess I got the list. 1. Okay. So you cast that out with the quality you got on top of your clerical level, and it's what the fuck is that?
It's what he summoned.
No, why did I summon Aaron?
Summon a fucking peanut.
Take a brief moment, and from behind you guys, you do watch as, essentially, considering where you guys are right now, basically a black panther just comes out from behind you.
Oh, dang.
Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense.
You guys are
Wakanda
kind of
forever.
in a bit of a jungly area.
We're in a dark cave though.
You're in a dark cave, almost like a den.
Okay.
Anyway, so this thing is standing behind you. What do you do with it?
I ordered to go in front of us into kind of walk in front into that hallway.
Which hallway?
The-
The left, right, or straight one?
The left one where the voices were coming.
That would be the right.
Oh right, yeah.
Our
right.
left. Our left, your guys is right.
Yeah.
All right, it goes down here. Doesn't seem to trigger any traps. And it gets to the end of the hall and disappears around a corner. A couple seconds goes by and it comes back. And it just sits attentively in front of you.
All right, no traps going down that way.
Good safe.
Do you want it to look at the other halls?
Ladies first.
Let's check.
Well,
Let's check down this hallway
well,
the right way.
we know we have to go down the right hallway. The voices
You
are
know
coming down
you have
there.
to go this way.
So
I'm not risking it.
I don't want to go down these other hallways, which may trigger booby traps and cause unnecessary damage.
Say if you want to send your pet thing, you can. Your eagle's back on your shoulder, by the way, tending to his wounds.
No, I think we should just go down the right hallway.
You guys just want to go for it?
Alright, ladies first.
All right.
That means you, Gravel.
The guards say you guys want us to go check the other halls, or
Well, if it's
everyone
so
wants
safe,
to go to
why
the
don't
right?
you go first, Gravel?
Let's go.
I think we all decide this is the
All
right
right.
way.
Everyone
There's
just decides to go down to the right.
Unless, Gravel just dies.
I healed up,
He did heal up.
and
Alright,
I'll
you-
have my panther walk in front of me.
I wonder how you're gonna recover from like
I am a cleric.
crush wounds.
So I'm going to kind of adjust this just so we're so close to the wall here. So you guys kind of go down that hallway. It goes around a little bit of a corner.
What are you doing?
I'll do it like this way. It goes down a corner. It's supposed to go the other way, but we're close to the wall thing. Oh, wait. No. My thing was scroll over. God damn it. Nope. Okay, hold on. Let me fix that. Okay. Again. Okay. So you guys kind of go around that way. There we go. As you get down that way, sending your panther in front of you, you come to another door. It's not a very sturdy one, it seems like it's made out of an ancient wood. On the other side of it, you can hear more voices in abyssal speaking out in another chant. This one seems to be much stronger, much more vibrant, much darker than the other one from what you can feel.
What's it saying?
The other side of this door emanates with dark energy. You actually, as you're listening to this form of abyssal, you do not recognize what they're saying. Like it's some kind of an
Right, ancient abyssal.
Abyssal or abyssal?
a darker abyssal, the abyss of the abyss, an ancient form of abyssal.
Abyssal times infinity. Oh, I
Just
should have knew I should have
hearing
studied
the
that.
words coming from this head cultist seems to be sending chills down your guys' spines, even though you do not understand it, the way these sounds are.
Even though we don't have spines.
The way the words twist, the way it just sounds, does not sound right. Otherworldly and dark in nature. So
Yeah, we're dealing with L-Tab. I'm actually used to this.
chat with him. So you guys are currently standing in front of that door. What do you do?
Gonna do the same thing we did last time.
Open it.
Except, you know,
Yeah.
not try to waste time with stealth.
Do you think the door is a push or a pull?
Just face planting the door because it was a pull.
If you ask me, I'd say it's a warhammer.
You just smack the door with your hammer.
Inwards
Oh.
and onwards.
Balzar, you just smacking the door with your hammer.
No. I'm at the back of the line.
You can push past everyone.
I'm not gonna push the door down.
Okay. So what are you guys gonna do with this door?
We have the upper hand, I think. Hopefully. They might have guards. Gravel, I have an idea.
Hmm.
Use
Just gonna-
merge with stone and go see them.
I'm just
Excuse me, you're the
repositioning
one
this
that's-
for reasons.
You're the one that can naturally do that.
Well, I can only do mine once a day.
Same here.
Okay, well, we'll both do it then, huh?
Okay, on 3.
I don't trust you now, do I?
I don't trust you either.
The trust here is
Well,
real.
it seems that we have been. We are at an impasse.
We have reached an impasse.
If you don't follow me, and you get out of here alive, we both get out of here alive, I am going to slaughter you.
Then let's not do that then, since you are volatile.
Trust says, I can tell you're a very well functioning group.
Don't push
See
it.
what we always were.
He says, I sense a little bit of sarcasm.
Out of the way. Knock knock, it's justice. I open the door.
Open the door calmly. Alright. You watch as Balzar shoves past everybody and he opens up the door. It opens up into a very large circular room, a very tall cavern here, held up by several different pillars that seem to dart and cross across the ceiling. God, I can't speak.
Three more pillars.
These pillars, however, though, seem to be supported by chains and other bits of metal that pin them all to the ceiling. In the center of it, you see 2 large slabs that stand with more chains attached to them. Another altar with the head cultist behind it. There seems to be some kind of a magical field around him. And in front of him, in between you and him, is a large circular pit with several different spikes sitting at its mouth. You can't see into it, but you can just hear the sounds of the abyss from within. Almost as if he's trying to conjure a portal of some kind.
Boy.
Balzar, Crestbray, I need you to roll me a perception real quick, or just roll. With that 11, you definitely feel it. You can feel the orb on you, undulating and beginning to burn with energy. It's shaking and stuttering, almost as if it wants to go toward him.
Leader token.
That's better. This orb wants to go toward the leader. Oddly enough, it's actually just him in this room.
Okay.
No one else, just him. There is the pit here. There's these weird slabby things here and here. And then there's the altar thingy here. Just kind of crudely drawn for you guys.
Oh crap, he's emoing.
This is not a mighty jungle.
No, it's not a mighty jungle at all.
At least not
Then-
down here, it ain't.
Then he had this weird magical field thing around him.
Looks like a really sad ghost.
It's a very sad ghost.
The room
He's
is
like,
a very,
"Ooh."
very sad ghost.
He's like, hey.
This guy makes Absolute look like the happiest ghost alive.
Why do you
Shouldn't say that.
Alright. Do you guys walk into the room? He definitely sees you guys.
this Hitler mustache.
He definitely sees you guys, but he doesn't seem to react.
Let's go in.
All right, you guys push in just enough. That way all of you guys can kind of get in there.
Nice fucking place, asshole.
He just goes, thank you.
Alright, what do you think you're doing?
Says, what do you think you're doing, Balazar? He
Oh,
says,
know
I
what?
don't like how you know my name. Don't
why
do that.
else would I not know your name?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
We both serve the same Lord.
Yeah, but it's not like we knew each other. I don't even.
Hold on, you're breaking up. I can't hear you.
Oh, there he goes.
Okay, I can hear you now. Repeat what you said. Balazar.
Bowser.
God.
There he is.
Did I cut out again?
No, it was
Okay.
Balazar.
Okay, Balazar, you cut out. Balazar.
I still can't hear him.
You're breaking.
No, it's you.
Actually, you're breaking.
You're breaking up, dude.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're all hearing it.
Well, I'm just gonna ask him why he knows who I am, or what his name is. Actually, that's what I asked him.
You asked him what his name was.
Yeah.
He tells you, simply looks at you, and he says, well, I could tell you my name, but that's going to depend upon something. He says, you already are very well aware of what our Lord wants. And I know you are in possession of it, one of you.
Yeah, he wants this
Feel its
crappy little
energy.
orb, doesn't he?
Oh, yes.
So
Fucking
special
love
about it.
Feel its energy.
So
What do we
special
do?
about it
Do we
anyway.
kill him or what?
He says, Balazar, I know your name because we both serve the same Lord, although we may do it in different ways. It depends upon the perspective, I guess. Well, that said, though, I can give you my name, but if we are to commit to battle, it won't matter much because one of us, or all of us, can walk away dead. That is, unless you decided to, perhaps turn on those you are standing with. Then maybe I would give you a name. Maybe more. I don't know.
I have a
All
question for
depends
you.
upon which our Lord decides.
I'm still talking.
I mean, honestly, killing these guys just to learn your name seems kind of dumb.
Yeah.
He says, oh, it wouldn't just be to learn my name, it'd be more from our Lord.
What'd you say?
He says it wouldn't just be his name you'd be
Would you
given, it'd be more from your Lord.
What'd you say?
Can you not hear me?
Maybe.
What?
Balzar?
Balazar. Am I cutting out or is it Balazar cutting out?
I think Balzar's cutting out.
I hear you cut out though.
Yeah,
It's
it
coming
felt-
from you though.
Is it Balazar cutting out or is it me, guys?
What do you?
Yeah,
It
you're,
is
you're good.
What did you
I'm
say?
good? Okay, so it is Balazar.
Why am I cutting out?
I don't know. He's
His
saying
shit.
that it's not his name that you're going for. It's more rewards, perhaps more from your Lord, our Lord.
I have a
Says,
question for you, cultist dude.
Yes.
Why do you serve that asshole anyways?
Oh, few reasons on that. A small debt I owe to him, a little bit of a town I might own in another direction, brings me cadavers that I can use.
So
and
wait,
on top of that, the abilities he's granted me.
so you are keen to admitting that your lord and god is an asshole?
I never said he wasn't.
Well, I didn't say anything about anyone. Who is your god, anyways?
The
What?
cultist just kind of
Bro.
looks at you guys and goes, "Is he serious?"
Shh. It's all part of my plan.
Don't gaslight him.
Is he serious?
Why? Who is your
no.
god?
Oh my god, man.
The head cultist will goes, "Well, in that case, you'll be the first to die."
Well, excuse me, princess.
You see from inside of his little orby thing, he points just a single finger at Scoomber. And you watch as a black ray shoots from his finger at Scoomber. Scoomber, you do get a reflex save, so dexterity.
Dexterity save.
Yep.
Eat my ass.
Ooh, nice. All right, it barely misses, or it barely hits you. You roll a 19. Even with your save, you'll take half damage. You get smacked by this ray, this black thing that came at you. It hits you hard. You feel like almost as if your soul was being ripped out of your body. Fortunately, with the save you got, though, I mean, you're not going to have the other effects of this, but you are still taking damage from this.
Joke's on you, asshole. I don't have a soul.
Right. You take 12 damage from that. 12 negative damage. Negative energy damage.
Okay, so I get my health points back. I get plus 12.
You can absorb negative energy.
Huh.
Oh, the 12 you healed. Never mind. Sorry. All
Yeah.
right. That drops you down to 51, Scooter. All right. That hits you. He just kind of chuckles to himself. At least they know how to move. He's still standing there, very patiently awaiting for what you guys are going to ask or do next. Seems
Yeah,
very unconcerned about your presence in this room.
Well, he already attacked us. I think the time for talking is over.
Yeah, fuck you.
Oh, there you are, Balzar. You keep dropping and coming
What
back in.
the hell just happened?
I don't know. You kept dropping out and dropped back in, then dropping out.
I was trying to reconnect, but I didn't hear anyone. Then suddenly I brought up some sort of.
Oh. So he shot some kind of a ray at Scoomber. It hit Scoomber, but he got a good dodge roll, so he only took half damage and didn't get hit by the secondary effect. That's pretty much all you missed. And Crestbraid is saying that since he made an attack, the time for talk is gone, so we're technically initiating combat.
I guess that's how it be sometimes. Assholes serve assholes.
That's my initiation.
Initiation.
Hmm.
Nice. All right. So go ahead and write down these on there. The soldiers rolled a 1. So they'll definitely be going last. Tress rolled a 3. I'll wait for you to get the thing updated. Crisper rolled a 9. How do I add a new one? I don't know. Didn't it say what was typed in? There you go. All right, soldiers roll 1. Trust rolled a 3. And Mr. Colty Boy with an 18. All right, sort those guys. Is it not saving the ones I put in?
I don't know. You might not be doing it correctly or
Why
something.
did you name him leader of the bunch?
Leader of the bunch, the Bunchy Boys.
You know him well.
All right, Scoomber. So in this case, combat has begun, so you'll have the first move. By the way, Crestbury, before any of this, or actually, I'll wait. All right, go ahead and decide what you're going to be doing.
Your god's an asshole, and you know that.
Yeah, I do.
I say as I place down my table in front of me to use it as cover.
Smart man. You drop your table down to use essentially as a Palavis shield.
And I shoot back at him. Does that shield count as my turn? Or a move?
No, honestly, you just kind of thump and just kind of one move. really. I mean, you're a ranger, so you have the ability to.
All right. I'm assuming those hit.
Yes, all three of those are gonna hit.
11 plus 11 plus 11.
All right, that's 33. However, your shots go out, and you watch as they pass through that strange magical field that's around him. As they get about halfway between the magic field and him, and the arrows just stop dead in their track. And he just kind of raises his fingers slightly, and you watch as the arrows turn around towards you and just stay there.
Even with my magic string?
Even with your magic string, they seem to be getting stopped by whatever field is around him.
I hate magic.
Magic be a bitch sometimes.
Where does magic
just-
come from? The crap that's like in front of him?
You don't know.
Oh, what was
I
the stuff in
move-
front of him?
If you
I
want to roll a
move-
perception, you're welcome to.
I move with the table.
You just
Over
kind of
here.
roll the table around with you. Nat
well,
20.
Look at that, my only 20 of the night.
You're only 20 of the night. Nat 20. You're looking directly at him, and wherever this magic field, he actually on his hip seems to have some kind of an emblem that bears Eltab's thing, but it is glowing with magic. You're fairly certain whatever the shield is emanating from that. It seems to be able to stop arrows. You don't know what else it can stop.
He's gonna shoot those arrows back at us, aren't it?
Eventually, you're fairly certain on that one.
Great.
God damn it, Neo.
Totally kneeling that. You're not certain what else the shield field thing that he has can do, but that's definitely an effect of it. Is this strange arrow stopping? But that said, though, you don't know if the crit will get through that just fine. So, Schooner, you reposition. You had your table down. It is going to take you an action to move the table and you across there. So you're repositioned somewhere else, and you still have one action.
I don't know what to do.
Do you have any of your ranger spells or anything?
I don't know.
Extra abilities you might have?
What are my ranger spells that I get?
They would be in the handbook. All right, you are a level 10 ranger, am I correct?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
All right, so as a level 10 ranger, you do have access to your first and second level ranger spells. So, I mean, if you want to look in the handbook to find that, you can too. I'm looking at mine as well. Let's see if there's anything that would be helpful for you.
Oh, I didn't.
What was that, Balzar? You broke up again.
Seagull.
Favored enemy. Natural explorer. Fighting style. Spellcasting. Ranger archetype. Primeval awareness. Ability score improvement. Extra attack. Favored enemy and natural explorer improvements.
Time.
Ranger archetype feature. Ability score improvements. Land strike. Nothing, and natural explorer improvements and hide in plain sight.
Oh, those are your skills, your spells.
What's spellcasting?
Really?
Oh, I gotta buy a $30 handbook.
I didn't buy one.
Just Google 5e ranger spells, and then you'll be able to see all of the ones you got. You have access to your first and second level, so you have like
these are the
alarm,
ones that I
animal
have.
friendship, cure wounds, detect magic, detect poison,
I
fog
took
cloud,
screenshots
I
of
think I'm
these.
just gonna use. Wait, hold on, do I have?
spike growth. Oh,
This was
what's that
from.
one?
This is what I got for mine. I took screenshots back when I still had the PDF. But I lost that, but I mean,
I mean,
I
I
got
can
what I
send that
got.
back. I think I still have it.
Oh,
So how many spells
I
do
mean,
I
I
get?
got what I need.
Yeah. You have access to your first and level, second level spells. What is your, in this case, what's your wisdom modifier?
My wisdom modifier,
Yeah,
0.
0. All right. So as your current level, you do have one spell from level 1 and level 2.
What?
I can.
Those are just the mystical sounds coming from the DM.
Yeah, actually, as it currently sits, it actually looks like you don't have anything to be able to help get through that. Shield tank he has. So, I mean, like I said, you don't know if a crit's going to get through that or not. So, you're welcome to keep trying that or try something else. It's up to you. I mean, you can figure something out. Do not cast a cure spell on you. It's up to you.
I'm gonna eat a good berry then.
All right. Use your conjure good berry.
Price 1 hit point, and berry provides nothing. A creature for 1 day. So I get plus 10 health then.
Yeah.
Alright.
You recover 10 health. You just chow down those berries. They're tasty. They're quite tasty indeed.
Berry.
Takes you up to 61.
Was very good berry.
It's a good berry. All right. So that ends Scoomber's turn. Moves over to the head priest, or the leader of the bunch, as it says.
Leader of the bunch.
He kind of looks around, seeing exactly what's going on, engaging little party you guys have. He is, as it currently stands, you still have these set up as 5 feet right now, Balzar.
What?
How far do you have this map? Is each square still 5 feet right now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's actually about 20 feet away from you at the moment. All right.
Hey, it should be a little closer. 25 feet away.
Oh, okay, let's go ahead and okay, there. All right, so he's currently about 25 or 20 feet, 20 to 25 feet away is what he is right now. He is actually, his first action is going to be to target one of you guys. Let's see. Actually, he's not going to target you guys. He is going to use that one. So what he does, he sees Scoomber kind of repositions, and all he says, "Oh, that's a shame. You don't get to take part in the fun effects." And he reaches his hand forward, and you see various colors of energy begin to appear from his fingertips. And a strange prismatic colors begin to shoot out over toward you guys. It comes out as like a massive spray of this color. Give me 1 second so I can pull this sheet what that does. There it is. All right. Everyone, everyone except for Scoomber, I need you guys to make a reflex or a dexterity save. Chris Bray, I need you to make
I'm getting it
dexterity
up.
save.
Great.
All right. Jeez. All right, so you're definitely everyone is getting hit by this. There was only one person that actually made the save, and that was Tress. Everyone else is getting hit by this. All right, so the spray stuff comes out, and it just comes out as a cone effect almost. So you guys are all all of you guys are getting hit in this little area right here. So first off, your Panther buddy. Oof, Okay, he's gonna make a save. Your panther buddy gets hit by a blue color that came out from it. It crit fail. Strikes him hard, and you watch as this blue color hits your panther, and he just gets immediately turned to stone.
Oh, great.
The next one is coming out of Crest Braid. Crest Braid, you see a purple color come at you. This strange purpley color. I need you to roll me a will, so a wisdom save.
Oh god, he's using the last prism.
Moonlord, please.
Wisdom save, Crest Braid. Okay, 14. Does that include your wisdom bonus?
Yeah.
All right. You get hit by that one as well. You feel, as you get hit with that, your axe actually glows a little bit. And it seems to almost have an odd effect. Like it feels like you just got heavier all of a sudden. Your feet sunk a little into the ground. This, whatever the effect was that just hit him from, it feels like it was almost like a teleportation. And your axe just boosted you enough to save your ass. The next effect is going to be Balzar. Balzar, I need you to roll. You get hit by a purple color as well.
Roll a what?
Wisdom save. Wisdom save.
Why?
Because you got hit by the purple
No,
color
I mean,
as well.
why did I have to get a 4?
Why do you have to get a 4? Oh, I see. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Okay. Balzar, that is definitely
You gotta
a fail
pray to the
against
god
you.
of 7-Eleven.
Yeah. Balzar, you do get one more attempt to try to resist this, so go ahead and roll a save again.
Pray to the god of
Oh,
7-Eleven.
anything
That was,
except for
wait,
just-
hold on. That was a wisdom check. This is a wisdom save.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, because you have the +6 on that one. Okay, with the 18, that definitely saves you.
Thank you,
Okay,
god of 7-Eleven.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, because you have the +6 on that one. Where are you
Ghost
getting that?
Hitler did not screw me.
Ghost Hitler did not screw you today. What is your wisdom score?
How do you have
I
a
don't
higher
know if
wisdom
I-
modifier than me?
I don't. My wisdom is 14.
Why is your wisdom save +6?
Because it's a paladin.
Right. Right, you have the extra bonuses to that.
I don't think I actually ever did my proficiency bonus increases.
It's fine.
Either that
I
or
actually have not touched proficiency yet because that is a brand new mechanic.
either that or my scores are just crap.
No, part of it
No
is
matter what.
paladins have a ridiculous save when it comes to wisdom. They get extras. It's like that in the 3.5 as well. They have.
I mean my skills, like my strength, dexterity.
All right, next person getting hit is actually your bird. All
Well,
right.
I mean, the bird is really with me, right? I didn't like summon it out.
Yeah, it is, but because of the way the spell works. All right, your bird got hit as well. It does make its save, so it's not being affected. Overly high, actually. All right, the guard. Oof. One of the guards gets struck by whatever the heck the effect was that was from that. He gets hit hard, though. He gets hit by this yellowish color. And you watch as essentially electric surges shoot through the dude's body.
I'm getting tired of watching these guys die in horrific deaths.
Oh, yeah. He basically just got electric chaired. He is the one who crit failed his save.
That guy.
Yeah,
That
he
guy's-
crit failed his save. Yeah, it was pretty bad for him. Next dude gets hit by the red one. He gets hit with the red one. He made his reflex save. So you see as he gets hit, some flames appear on the leather and cloth bits of his armor, but he just kind of pats it out, going like, ah! So he definitely took some damage from that. Next guard was Tress. He actually made his save with the. So he is. Oof.
Was the bird fine?
Yeah, the bird was fine. Tress rolled an 8, so he's getting hit by 2 colors. He gets hit with the fire and with the blue, so he's making a fortitude, so that'd be a constitution save. Alright, he's fine. Alright, Tress just takes some fire damage from that instead. Bumps him down to that. Alright, and then guard. That's a 4 as well. Crit success, he's fine. And the last guard there rolled. Jesus Christ, this prismatic spray love turning people to stone. Or he's trying to. Alright. That last guard crit rolled a 3, so he is actually turned to stone as well. Unless anyone has a stone to flesh spell, those guys are technically dead. Alright. That was the prismatic spray. That is not a fun spell. Alright, and then the second action of the cultist is after he casts that one, he points his finger directly at Balazar. Balazar, I need you to roll a wisdom save again for me, and then a fortitude one.
Don't point that disgusting thing at me.
10. Alright, I need you to make a fortitude save now, or a constitution, excuse me.
I don't want to insta die at this point. This would be the most anticlimactic death ever.
Yeah, it would be. So here's the best way to describe what happens. Whatever the hell this guy just casted at you, everyone else, you kind of just see this weird black mask go at Balazar. Balazar, you are just gazing at a monstrosity that seems to be a collection of all your previous group members malformed and congealed into one huge mass, screaming in agony and reaching out trying to attack you. You guys got hit by the spell Phantasmal Killer. You failed the wisdom save. You failed the constitution save. Everybody, you just watched as Balazar just drop to the ground. Your health is now 0.
What?
Phantasmal Killer is a spell that if you fail both the saves, you are just instantly 0.
Hey, can someone change that, please?
Yeah, someone might want to kill him. Phantasmal Killer is not a fun spell. You are technically, for all intents and purposes, dead right now. So everyone does have a chance to heal you real fast before you're dead. Wow, I was not expecting you to fail both of those.
I will use my spell. Oh, don't know what that roll was.
I don't know what that is.
I will use my spell. Cure critical wounds. Level 4 spell.
Yeah, that was the end of his turn. It is your turn now, anyway. So.
It's first 10.
Basically, the best way to describe what you saw, Balazar, is this hurking mass just came at you at ridiculous speed. Basically, all the faces begin to munch at your flesh. All the hands begin to tear apart at you, gouging your eyes out, trying to rip your teeth and horns off. It was just bad. All right. You get healed. You're back up at 28, so on your turn, you're going to have to wake yourself up, basically. Phantasmal Killer is not a fun spell, by the way, if you ever play a sorcerer or a wizard. All right. Well, Crestbread.
Okay.
Crestbread, you used your first action to heal your compadre. You do have your 2 other actions still.
I didn't actually have it.
You're asleep. Go back to sleep and wake yourself up later.
You're unconscious at the moment.
What?
I got hit one of those beams. Did I take damage from that? Well, then.
You resisted it, if I remember correctly.
All right. I think I'm going to use the Silver Monster 1 again.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the 100.
Okay. Here we go.
22. Yikes. Go ahead and
then
roll a d4.
huh.
2. All right. So you cast that out. Concerning the little area you're in right now, you watch as from the pit in front of you guys, a small little impish little creature comes crawling out from it. He immediately gazes upon you, almost as if waiting for instruction.
I
I'll
in,
panic,
in,
so here's a ghoul instead.
do we do I have to verbally tell him to move, or do I? Is it almost like through telepathy?
It's almost like telepathy. Normally
Okay.
it'd be verbiage, but I'm going to consider
I tell him to grab the emblem that's on the guy's hip, the one that's glowing, giving him
All
that
right.
shield.
The little impish thing happily starts immediately jumping and almost flapping its wings, trying to get itself over to this guy. It uses its move to cross that barrier, and it's going to make a save real quick. All right. It crosses the barrier, and whatever magic is inside of it hits the impish creature, but it actually doesn't seem to affect it very much, almost as if it's probably from the same place that energy comes from. And it gets close enough to start trying to grab at this emblem thing that the head priest or head cultist has. So it's going to make a strength check against him. All right. The imp gets close enough to try to grab it, and the head cultist just kind of looks down and just basically backhands it out of the field of effect. He hit this guy hard enough with a seemingly unholy strength that abides by him. Knocks the imp back about 10 feet.
We need to distract this guy for.
And then you have your third action still, Crestbreak.
Let's see. I'm probably going to move like over
Where are you gonna go?
yonder.
All right. Use your last action to reposition yourself far enough so you're not right over there in case he uses that shit again. By the way, Crestbrand, I need you to roll me a perception real quick. 13. All right, you don't see it. Scoomber, can you roll me a perception as well, since you'd be able to see?
All right.
8. All right, you don't see it either. All right, so Crestbraid, it's the end of your turn. Balzar, I need you to roll a Constitution to see if you can wake yourself up.
Pray to the god of 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven, please.
You didn't pray hard enough.
You're not praying hard enough.
Okay,
Roll again.
7-Eleven, please.
13. With how far down you went? Yeah, that'll be enough. Your eyes shoot open and you see that the weird monstrosity thing you saw is gone.
So that
Even
wasn't
though it wasn't real, you are still covered in wounds.
What? All right. Yeah, I don't care about your name no more. All I want to see is your head rolling on the ground. After I do this first, of course.
You use that on yourself. You heal yourself for 9.
There's an update on there for some reason.
Weird. No updating. It's not fun.
Hey, Gravel.
Huh.
Gravel. What seems like a suitable punishment for this cultist asshole?
Oh,
Well, we'll decide once we take him down.
Burn in hell for all eternity. Got it.
Since you did wake up on your second action, you do still have a third action, Balzar.
okay. Yeah, I'm not even gonna risk it. I'm just gonna lay on hands myself.
All right, you lay on hands
Okay,
yourself.
how many should I have at this level?
With the level you're currently at, you're level 10. I'm not sure what the rules are for 5e.
It was like 5 per level. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 50.
50 health.
50 charges of
That
Yeah,
does
hands.
not sound right.
Well, it increases by 5 per level.
Is it 5 uses or 5 health points? Because I think it's like a big health pool for 5e.
Yeah, I can heal for like 50 health because of how many times it went up.
What? How can you
Okay.
heal more than me?
Hold on. Because paladins are healing, or lay on hands is the paladin's kind of like special thing. It's a one-time use generally per day of just one big huge poof,
Wow.
but you can only use it on one person and only once per day. At least that's what it used to be. Let me see what the new rules for
Oh, what level
lay
skill
on
is
hands
that?
is.
I mean,
So
what
you're
level spell?
currently okay. Lay on
Level
hands.
10.
No, what level spell?
Okay. Lay on hands. Your blessed touch can heal wounds. You have a pool. Okay, so it's a pool now that replenishes when you take a long rest once per day. With that pool, you can restore a number of hit points equal to your paladin level times 5, so you have 50 points. So yeah, it's no longer a one-time use. It's just you have a pool per rest of 50 points you can use to heal. You or
Oh,
anyone else you can touch.
So I like give myself all of it right now.
You just give yourself it all right now if you wanted to.
That's what I did.
There you go. You no longer have that pool for the day. All right, but that'll bump you back up to 87, so you're in good fighting shape again.
Now it's winters.
Yep, now it's stressing kids. All right. Trust, go ahead, and he's going to take his first action to reposition himself as well. He yells at his men. They should probably do the same when they have a chance, the two that are still there. He actually is going to put his longbow away, and he is going to reach in his pocket, and he's going to take out a small stone, and he's going to throw that stone at that field. He rolled an 18.
Projectiles don't work.
He says, I know. He throws the stone and it lands on the ground near where the little orb thing is. And the stone does a singular pulse as it goes through the air. When it hits the ground again, it does another pulse. The second pulse, nat 20, rolls close enough to the field that it actually seems to disrupt it a little bit. Not fully, but a little. The arrows that were floating there drop to the ground.
Okay, what is that and how do I get one?
He says, it's an anti-magic stone. I thought I'd bring one. He says, it doesn't work continuously. It's like in pulses.
You're a fucking genius.
He says, you're welcome. Hopefully that can help a little bit. Because holy hell, that guy hurts. All right. And then second action, he's pulling his bow back out. He's going to try to take a shot, and he misses anyway.
Tell me about it. Dude, try to steal my non-existent soul.
Yeah, no kidding. Soldiers reposition themselves, and they both pull out their their ranged weapons. Only one of them actually hits. Nice. And I have to roll to see if that arrow does successfully go through in between the pulse, so he does hit. All right. Doesn't do too much damage, though. Cultist gets hit by the arrow. You see the arrow goes through in between the pulse of this anti-magic stone, and it strikes the head cultist. Doesn't hit him hard. It seems to be whatever equipment he's wearing underneath it seems to have stopped it quite a bit.
But I was trying to say earlier, I didn't have an eagle token, so I have a seagull token instead.
You have a seagull token. That works. All right.
Seagull.
Scoomber, it is your turn now.
Alright, I shoot at the guy.
You pull out your crossbow. You take your shots. Oh, wow. Only one of those hit.
Yeah,
You
I
still
know
hit
I'm
with
probably.
mine. Now, I need you to roll me just a d20 by itself one more time.
RD.
This is for, okay. This is just for timing with the pulse. So the pulse of that arrow does go through, so he is getting hit by that one.
I know I'm the only one who can hear it, but I guess like some fitting battle music playing in the background.
Sure. All right, Scoomer, you still have your two other actions.
I'd like to call to Malar.
You could call out. You make an attempt to call out to Malar. I'm going to tell you right now, you attempt to make a call to him, but whatever energy is coming from that pit is interfering. You do not hear anything.
Son of a bitch. Okay,
Mainly because your god's presence around here isn't strong enough for him to hear.
Gravel,
Is that
you're up.
that's these cultists anti-heresy pit?
Heresy.
The ironic thing is they're the heretics.
Ooh,
here.
nice. Yeah, those definitely are hits. That one's a crit, so they'll automatically max out on you. So that's going to be 16 plus the, what is that, 11. All right, so that's a pretty good solid hit against him. I do need you to roll 3 d20s again, just by themselves.
Fuck, wait. No. Fuck.
Oof. That critical one definitely gets through, though. So he is still going to be getting hit by that one.
Shoot his shield off.
Um,
Shieldy
with the-
thingy.
well, you didn't say specifically you were going to be aiming for that, so it just hits him hard.
Oh shit.
If you want to be trying to hit something like that, you're going to have to make sure you call it.
Oh, alright.
But that crit definitely gets through. There are 2 arrows now kind of wavering like they're going up and down in the shield in between these pulses from the rock.
What's the matter, asshole?
Don't taunt him.
Rock got your soul?
Rock got your soul. He looks at you in response and he just goes, he looks at you in response, looks behind you for a brief second, and then looks at you again and then just goes like, no, what's wrong? Fingers have your blood. And he reaches his hand out toward you, and you see a crackling energy shoot at you, Scoomber. I need you to roll a... Oh, yeah, that definitely hits. I need you to roll me a Constitution save real quick.
He's trying to steal your nutrients.
Nutrients. Oh, that's definitely a fail. You get hit by this ray he sends at you, this crackling energy, and you feel some of your life force drain out from your body and head toward him. The rest of you guys see the sickly blackish red material come out of Scoomber and head back to him. Scoomber, you take 8 points of damage, and he is healed for 8 points of damage.
Wait,
You asshole, that's not
do-
fair.
do Urchinasi even have blood?
Yeah, they're still living creatures.
He's not actually made of rock.
I am rock.
He is rock, but they are still living creatures. It's the life
Rock.
energy they're stealing.
Oh, thought he was stealing his blood.
No, the life energy, technically. All right. You get hit by that. Second action by this guy. He has how many targets? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different targets he can choose from.
He could just shoot the statues.
Asshole hit through my table.
Yeah, he got you just well enough. Alright, so that's going to be a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going for one of the guards with this one. That is a 19, so that's definitely a hit. The guard crit fails his resistance
Oh,
save.
great.
Fucking hell. You watch as the mage, this priestess, he holds his hand up, and you see another section of this strange greenish energy this time shoot out from his finger. It hits the guard, and you watch as the armor on his chest just disintegrates, and then the flesh underneath it as well turns to a green goop. Crit fail resistance save. You are dead, good sir.
I hope you
Ouch.
guys knew what you were signing up for.
Oh, they were very well aware. And the third
Yeah,
one is
They
targeting
were
number
well
1.
aware.
Third one is going out at actually Crestbraid this time. All
At least
right.
he's spreading the
Gonna be that
love
one.
instead of just. You know, this is the third time I've been like targeted like an almost insta kill attack.
Yeah.
First it
Yeah,
was
I
the,
know.
first it was the
Well,
power word
don't
kill.
fail your
Then it was that
rolls,
super
man.
lightning and the mage tower. And now that happened.
Don't fail your rolls.
Don't fail your roll. It never goes well.
it's not my
Crestbraid, you
You
are
gotta
getting hit
pray
by
to the god of
you
7-Eleven.
guys watch as this as a like a sparkly purple effect goes and hits Crestbraid. Crestbraid, I need you to roll me a wisdom save.
Don't suck.
13. That's definitely a fail. All right, you get hit by this effect. Crestbraid, whatever it is, you feel an energy surge through your body and you find yourself unable to move. The rest of you guys, you see a weird purplish blue sparkling energy surround Crestbraid, like a bunch of bands of energy are wrapping around his body. You just got hit by the spell Hold Person. You are unable to move until you can break out of its effect. He turns to the rest of you guys and says, might as well take out the one keeping you alive.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Your
pretty
healer.
sure it is him.
Actually, I think
healer.
all three of us have healing powers. Now I think
Yeah,
three of you guys
you're
do.
not really that smart.
He says,
I think we
know
all
that,
know what
guys."
he's trying to say here.
Yeah.
All right.
you-
Well,
Remember,
it's
I
time to
revived
upgrade.
one of you guys, and I've healed another one of
if
you
only if only
pretty,
Spankles were here.
pretty
Jesus.
significantly.
Those are Speckles.
Well, anyway,
Not-
Crestbraid, it is currently
Wait,
your
hold on.
turn, so you
Actually-
can get your save again.
Now that I think about it, wasn't Chumpis also a healer?
Yeah, he was the druid.
So all of our party members for this entire journey have technically been healers.
Have had a healing spell. at
I'm
least.
dedicated healing.
He's a dedicated healer, though.
Yeah, but
Crestbraid, wisdom save again.
what class was Akir?
Kier was a blade master. It's like a fighter.
I thought he was
with,
a blunt hunter for some reason.
with your bonus, that is still a fail, so I need you to roll again.
Blade masters are balanced fighters.
Shut up.
21. That definitely breaks you out of its effect.
I thought I was done with the blade soul, but I'm not.
Takes you a little bit. Takes you a couple moments, but you managed to break out of that effect, so you will still have your action this round.
Hmm. I'm gonna throw my battle axe at him.
All right. Go ahead and roll a
Oh.
d20 then. You take your battle axe, you line that shot up, you go for a throw against it.
Actually, that's a +1. It should be a 13. I forgot to remove a modifier.
You don't have a dexterity bonus.
Oh. That's actually a +3 modifier then.
Okay. With that, that's a 16, so that's actually going to be a hit. I do need you to roll a d20 for me, though.
No.
3. You throw your axe out. The timing of it just wasn't enough, and it goes into the shield. It gets stuck in it, but for whatever reason, he's not able to redirect it. So it gets stopped, but that's it, and it drops to the ground immediately.
Oh, God! I just realized something. I don't know if this will count, and I'm just not gonna use it.
What?
Fireball.
Well, wait for your turn.
That
Alright.
thing
Your
deflects.
axe has the returning effect on it if you call it back, doesn't it?
Oh, I can order its return right now.
If you want to try, you go right ahead.
Okay.
All right. You call for its return, and I mean, it comes back to you just fine.
Good.
It seems as if the holy energy that's within it stops the field from getting it stuck in it. Doesn't stop it from going to him, though. Or still managed to stop it from getting to him. But on the bright side, you know he can't throw it back at you now. All right. So after that one, Balazar, it is going to be your turn.
Alright. Whoa.
I clicked right as you clicked, sorry.
So I'm gonna use what little bit of holy magic I have left in my person and cast Beacon of Hope on everybody. Set that
All
as
right. range of 30 feet. So 5, 10.
Everyone should get affected by this.
All right. Spell range of 30 feet. Any number of creatures in range. So each target has an advantage on. Very good idea. Wisdom and death saving throws. That might be pretty helpful.
I'm just gonna put this icon on everybody.
Yeah,
All right.
that would be very helpful for everyone.
Hey, Skimmer, you can do it.
Oh, and regains the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing for your next save. Wow, that's pretty awesome.
Even the imp gets it.
Even the imp gets it.
The imp pretending to be a ghoul gets it.
All right, second action, Balthazar.
I don't know if this. I don't know if. I'm just not gonna use fireball. I just don't feel like that'd be a good idea.
Considering Crest Braid would be in range unless you shoot behind him.
Yeah, I would shoot behind him. It's just that if it shoots back everything, I don't want a fireball to get shot back at us.
This is fair.
So
I just realized he took my life essence. That means he technically put my dick inside of him. Therefore,
Well.
he is gay.
I'm gonna cast blur on myself so that I'm harder to hit. I think.
Yeah, it does do that.
And try deflecting this.
Ho ho.
All right, you charge up at him. You get close enough. You take the peace hammer. You go to make an attack. First, I need you to make a Constitution save. Ouch. All right, you walk into that magical field that surrounds him, emanating from the amulet. You feel your failure save as you feel a sickening void-like energy surge through your body. You take 19 points of damage.
Why is
How is this fair?
It's not
Not.
supposed to be
He's-
fair.
He's not supposed to be fair.
I feel like anything I do to attack him is just gonna result.
And remember,
negatively.
we're against some sort of like Thanos type character. Well, Thanos that doesn't play fair.
No, this guy will not play fair. He knows you guys are going to be using range shit, so he has the emblem. He knows you're going to be trying to get close to him, so he wants to make sure he has close range protection. None of you are undead, so you're being affected by it.
So how do we
this
kill him?
is not-
I mean, I was resurrected, so does that mean I'm technically undead?
No, you're not technically undead. Now, you are within the field being affected by it, so you do still get your attack roll against him. It's just at the start of your next turn, you're still going to be taking extra damage.
12 damage.
12 damage. So you do take the swing with that 26. That's definitely a hit. You make contact with him. It hurts. He visibly goes, recoils from the hit. I mean, it hurts. It's a hit.
only thing standing
Remember,
in my
people,
way.
we gotta
I'll
get
make
that
sure you
emblem off of him.
fall to the ground, and bleed. Also, I want that amulet. Seems pretty
Alright.
cool.
Tress, it's going to be your turn. So he's going to
Yeah, I want the thing that
himself as well.
reflects projectiles.
Chris Braid, I forgot to do this. Can you roll me a perception real quick? Scoomber, you got to do it as well.
All right.
Nat 20. Nice.
All right. Well, I guess I don't have to do it.
You don't have to do it. Crest Brays are sitting there after you made your final attack for your round. I forgot to do this one. You very clearly feel your backpack open up.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I guess that's to do with the orb.
Turn your head to take a look, and the orb is actually floating. It's starting to float out of your backpack.
Oh, I don't want to give this orb to
Uh.
that guy. The
You don't
Get
want to
your-
give the orb to this
You
guy.
get your psycho hands off that stupid ass orb.
Do you grab the orb and put it back?
yeah, I do that.
You grab the orb and you go to put it back. I need you to roll me a Constitution save real quick. Not a high one, so you should be fine.
Let me see. D20.
Yeah, I do sort of.
Do you have a Constitution bonus, Travis?
No, it's just up to 13. The regular Constitution.
4. God damn it. Okay, well, that's definitely a fail. All right, so you go to grab the orb, and as soon as your hands make contact with it, a massive burning sensation that seems to be amplified by the negative energy in this room. It surges through your body, and your hands essentially lock up and freeze as the orb continues to float away from you. Scoomber, you do have a chance to try to do something about this. It's not very high off the ground. It's like at eye level with Crestbraid right now. His hands touched it, and you saw basically his arms begin to jostle and shake as he tried to grab it.
Oh, I have an idea, but it's probably a stupid idea.
I'll shoot it.
Oh, god damn it.
No, don't shoot it.
Why? What do you want me to do, huh?
Shoot him. Shoot the emblem off. We can't have any range attacks hit him until we get that emblem off.
Alright, I aim for the emblem.
All
I
right.
trust you on this one, human. What if that
You just
thing,
have
that
one.
orb just like
You only
unleashed
get
hell?
one shot.
Everything cut out for me since Scooberton shot the arrow. What happened? Yeah.
Arrow went through. It didn't hit the amulet. It hit the guy in the leg, so he still took some damage. And it was a soldier's turn. Or, excuse me, the imp got up on the guy. So they're kind of distracting each other right now a little bit.
What did Winters do?
And the soldier ran off.
What did Winters do?
Winters repositioned himself, and he went to go for an attack, but he missed. He tried to figure out if he could figure out a way to attack through the shielding, but he wasn't able to.
This thing is still going on, right?
Oh yeah, that thing is still pulsating. It's probably not going to be stopping anytime soon. So that thing is
How
definitely.
many of those arrows hit?
So out of those arrows, let me take a look. So that's going to be Ooh, that one's a crit fail. All right, so that's going to be out of those ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them actually hit. And you have one crit fail, so I need you to roll me a d20 just by itself real quick. This was a crit fail on that one.
13.
13. Okay. That shot actually goes past, or excuse me, that shot that was a crit fail goes through. It misses its target pretty bad. With the 13, it passes through the shield still, so go ahead and roll me a d20 once again by itself. Pretty damn solid. Since he's got so many guys, one of his hands, he's making a concentration check versus the imp. Imp roll. All right. Succeeds his concentration check. He raises one of his hands up and casts a spell. And you watch as from his hip, 2 magical blades seem to form at him. And they begin to float around his body. These blades are the spell of Morden's Blades. They are essentially animated weapons almost. There are 2 of
I
them.
happen to mention that I hate magic.
Yeah, magic's kind of a bitch. These are all spells from the handbook, by the way. With the exception of the magic field around him. All right. Second action, he is going to be using that one. All right. He reaches out. The only guy that's close enough to him right now is going to be Balazar, or the imp, excuse me. So he reaches down at the imp. Imp rolls a 1. God damn it. Reaches down at the imp, grabs the imp with one of his hands, and you watch as its body just shrivels up and dies. And you see a couple of the arrows that were embedded in his body essentially float out and drop to the ground. You just sucked whatever was left in that imp out. Third action. He turned his attention to, let's see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 targets he currently has.
5 if you count the bird.
5 if I count the bird. Number 3. 1, 2, 3. Turns his attention towards Scoomber.
God damn it.
All right. Attention goes towards Scoomber. And he is going to be casting that one. He points his finger at you. You see a sickly green ray shoot out from his finger toward you. I'm rolling his thing to get around. Yeah, that's why I'm rolling to see if it gets around the table or not. It's going to hit your table. All right. Spell hits the table, and you see as this acidic slime forms around the table and then just dissolves through it.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Do you know how much that
Oh.
cost?
It says
That's a lot.
3
Really,
copper.
actually.
3 copper and a theft charge.
Well, no.
So you don't have
It-
your cover anymore.
Gold and a theft charge, asshole.
By the way, Balzar, your armor class is at 19, correct?
It's 20 now because of that shield.
Right. All right. The magical blades are swirling around him. They both hit you, but they just bounce off your armor. Your armor did something. Yay! Crust Braided is your turn.
I knew using the exact same armor for like half the adventure would
I
pay
am
off.
not gonna lie. Generally speaking, you could end up using armor in D&D for several levels. I mean, one of my games, I had my armor. My armor from level 4 until 12 was the same armor suit.
You would think this Hydra scale armor would start to stink after a while.
You keep it clean. Crust Braid is your turn.
Yeah. Let's see. What's the
I'm
status of
listening
the
to
orb?
metal music. And it's
The
not.
orb
helping.
is still floating in front of you right now.
Well,
I'm
It is
listening
a
to
little
metal
bit
music. It's
closer
not
to him.
helping. It's just making me more
You will
pissed.
have to take a few steps, about 5 feet forward, to get to the orb.
Well, I'm probably gonna, let's see. I'm gonna do what I did last time. Throw my, I'm trying to, throw my, glitter gold axe, trying to hit the gauntlet, gauntlet, I'm thinking Samus.
Amulet.
And the amulet,
Emblem.
and, try to hit it off him or break in the process.
All right, roll me a d20.
Haha, yes!
Nice. Called shot, nat 20. Roll again to get through the force field.
Please.
Exactly what you needed to roll, actually.
Oh.
You throw that axe true and strong. It goes straight through the shield. Doesn't seem to be impeded. Hits the amulet. You actually watch as the axe, when it strikes that amulet, the amulet cracks and stutters. Your axe itself, the head of it begins to crack as well. The magic that is in that amulet is released in a massive wave that blasts outwards. Who's standing next to the wave right now?
nobody.
Balzar, I need you to make 3 different rolls real quick. First one is going to be a strength check.
Strength check.
Yep. 13, you're affected. Second one is going to be a constitution check.
Check. Okay.
That's definitely succeeded. And the
Meet
third
my,
one is going to be a wisdom check.
with a bonus because of the thing.
With the bonus because of the thing. Definitely.
19.
All right. You watch as the shielding explodes after the amulet is broken apart. The guy himself is blasted by this as well, by the effect. Nat 20 strength check, fails his constitution check, succeeds at his wisdom check. All right. Balzar, you get hit by this. You get blasted back away from where you are currently. I do need you to make one more roll. This is a different roll. You won't have a stat for this. It's just going to be a regular D20 luck roll.
Kind of wanted that amulet.
I think I might know what this is for.
I don't think we have a choice.
Yeah, you're going to know what this is for. 14.
Did I
Okay.
succeed? Please tell me I succeeded.
Barely. You barely succeeded. However, though, you are going to be taking damage from this still. You get blasted back, and you manage to reach your hand out, or excuse me, not reach your hand out. You get blasted back from the effect of this. You go straight toward that pit in the middle of the room right there. However, though, you actually get caught on one of the spikes that were emanating from the center, from the pit edges. I need you to roll another Constitution save real quick.
Oh, con save. Hold on, con save. Okay, come on. Can I just take that 13?
I'm afraid not.
Since it's both a +2, yeah, you will take the 13, but unfortunately, it's not enough. You get blasted back under that spike, and you are getting partially impaled by it. You take 20. You take 25 points of damage from being impaled by the spike. I mean, that was a lot of energy that just got released everywhere.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But I at least didn't fall to my death, right?
At least you didn't fall into the hole. Although Tress is close enough as well, he's actually going to be affected as well. All right. Strength succeed.
You know,
Constitution succeed.
on my turn, I was gonna risk stepping to the side so I wouldn't fall into that hole.
Yeah, now that you saw it was there. Well, you are very lucky. I will give you that. All right. So with that said, Tress did get hit by the wave as well. He managed to succeed his saves, but his wisdom didn't succeed.
Maybe that's why.
So Tress gets hit by whatever the hell this was, whatever the wave was, and he doesn't get blasted back, but you see his body kind of freezes up on itself, and he grabs his head and starts screaming for no reason.
Yeah, the reason I kept that armor was because it wasn't actually Hydra scale armor; it was actually plot armor.
It was plot armor. There you go. However, though, the cultist is now in a panic because his shield is down.
Yep.
I need to get my revenge.
He's in a panic because the shield is down. The orb is now, Crestbraid, since you took your turn, the orb is now 7 feet away from you toward the cultist. So you still have your 2 other actions. Damn,
Hey, Gravel,
that was great.
keep that up, and I might actually respect you.
The orb is currently 7 feet away from you, and it's floating higher. You think it's still just in your arm's reach if you jump.
Well, okay. I will jump and try to grab that orb back.
All right. Make a dexterity save, or dexterity roll for me.
I believe it's a +3 with a D20. Dexterity.
15. All right. Now one more to make a constitution. This is because you actually grabbed the orb, or you managed to jump high enough to grab it. 6. You jump up to grab the orb. You get high enough to actually reach to get your hands around it, but you have that effect hit you again. As soon as your hands touch it, your arms begin to shake and stutter, and you drop to the ground without the orb in your hand.
Great.
It is still floating in the air toward him. You still have your 3rd action for your turn.
Well, I haven't bow and arrow. Let's see, what were the arrows that I got? Oh, I would like to shoot him with an arrow. I'm just trying to remember what type of arrows I had. I wrote it here.
What are we doing here with the orb again?
I don't know.
You needed the orb for something that was in here. L-Tab wants the orb. This is obviously his temple. But the wizard said to take it because he thinks you can use it to seal whatever they might be doing here. In this case, you're fairly certain they were trying to summon maybe an avatar or something of LTAB, so you can possibly use the orb to seal it, ensure that gateway stays shut.
I thought.
By the way, Balazar, can you roll me a d20 real quick? Since you are the only one that would be able to see this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
Five.
wouldn't that? Should I roll perception if I'm?
Yeah, it would be a perception, sorry.
There.
20. You definitely notice it. As you're kind of sitting there impaled on the thing, trying to get yourself off, you take a glance into the hole, and what you see down at the bottom of it is not just empty blackness of a void, but you can actually see a large skeletal structure with its fingers dug into the walls of the hole. And as you're looking at it, it's slowly raising its hand, digging its hand into the wall like it's climbing up out of this hole. You can see bits of fur and flesh that are stuck to the skeleton, and it seems to almost resemble a mangy elkin bull resembling elk.
I'm leaving this hole.
You might want to get away from it.
It's my turn now.
Waiting for Crestbraid to make his last action.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bow and shoot an arrow of chance at him.
A chancer. All right, go ahead and roll d20.
Aw.
3. You miss. Your chance arrow goes past him and strikes the stone wall behind him. It echoes as it hits. Sparks fly as well as whatever magic might have been in the arrow.
I suggest you come towards me, Balazar.
Balazar's going to have to get himself off of his impalement first.
Yeah.
What did I gotta get it? Does that have to be a strength?
Yeah, that'll be a strength check.
19. Am I good?
You grab the thing, you put your arms on the sides of the other spikes, and you just rip yourself off of it. You're back up on your feet. Bleeding with a hole in your side, but you're fine. It hurts.
Or he's dying, but he's gonna get better.
I guess I'll
He'll get
jump
better.
over here.
All right, you take your action to get away from the hole and away from the weird skelly thing in there.
It's even down there, anyways. That is shithole.
You guys-
While you're deciding what you're going to do, I'll be right back.
just gonna.
So it was down there.
Something horrifying.
Define horrifying. I have seen a lot of things that have been considered horrifying to others.
LTAB.
What?
LTAB.
What do you mean? Just like
Joe rolled.
just like a illusion.
No. There's no way that thing was fake.
What do you? So you're telling me that the LTAB, a god who can only be summoned through like dream sequence or prayers or whatever, is in that hole doing absolutely nothing?
It looked just like him. He got all bones and looked like some sort of deer dog thing. Either that crap that guy still wouldn't affect her. He's here.
I think that's just the bloodlust talking. Gravel, do you believe him?
So what are you going to do, Balazar? By the way, this whole place
one
is a
cure wound.
shithole in all fairness.
Actually, I'm gonna use cure wounds at. Here's what I'll do. I'll undo what I just did. I'll use cure wounds at 2 cure wounds at 2nd level.
We're going to use 2 second level cure wound spells on who?
Myself.
All right, go ahead and make your rolls. First one's going to be automatic max. And the second one is going to be a die roll.
What's the max for cure wounds?
You're level 10 paladin, so using cure wounds at the 2nd level.
Be like 8 plus spell casting ability.
Increased by
Let's take a look.
1d8 plus my charisma. My charisma is 4.
So
I mean
you're level
12.
12, and
Since
then
I'm doing it at a higher level, it's plus 8.
there you go.
So
How
Okay,
much is the
20.
bonus for the higher level? Does it say?
20. In total, I would get 20 because of this. And then I would
Alright.
cast the second one, and I have 5 health.
Is that with the bonus? Yeah. Okay, because you rolled 1. Alright, so you heal for 24 then.
25.
25, excuse me. Alright, so that bumps you up from 53.
And that's 68 health.
Woohoo! You're all almost exactly the same height. Except for Scooter over there.
Ready to rush him?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I'm gonna make him eat his own shit.
Hey, Winters! Get out of the way!
You yell at Winters to get out of the way. He's got his saves. Fails all 3 of them. You yell at him to get out of the way, and his whole body is still undulating, convulsing. His eyes seem to be rolling as they're scanning everywhere, and he's muttering nonsense to himself, holding his head into his knees.
Plan B.
You guys weren't attached to him in any way, were you?
I mean, I was just gonna go up to the cultist and just smack him with the table that he fucked up.
There was a
Well,
lot.
I had a different plan in mind.
Like a more explosive idea.
I hold up the hand with my ring on it.
You aim your ring of fireball at it.
No, I show him my ring.
Oh.
You show him the
It's not
ring.
my turn anymore. I
You
show
show
Skimmer
him
the
the
ring.
ring.
I show Skimmer the ring.
Scoomer,
Hopefully he is.
it is your turn, Scoomer.
Yeah, I'm not taking any chances. His turn is next. I'm going right for him.
You go ahead and charge right on up to him. How far away is he from where you're standing? That is
He's 20 feet away.
20 feet. Okay. You move
Are you
up
sure
30
you want to
feet.
do that? I mean, we got the shield down. Our range attacks will hit now.
Yeah, let's do this shit.
All right, you just
All going
spam
towards
whatever
his
the hell's left. Let's see. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. in
Did
total.
you hear me?
What?
I said all going towards his head.
All right. One of them was a called, so that's definitely going to be hitting. So it's a nat 20. So it's automatically
The nat
maxed out
20
that
was
one.
that.
That was the headshot. All right, all those shots go. That one's going to be an auto max on that. So
Roll
that's
2 more. I think you roll 2 more, right?
What do
yeah,
you mean?
five hit.
Roll 2 more damage.
What do you mean? It's the 3 of them is
5 of them hit.
yeah, 5 of them hit. Every 3 roll is just 1. So if he gets hit by all
the way it
3
works, yeah,
first
the way it
3.
works is for every 3 arrows, it's 1 damage roll.
I
and
thought
then
he had
it
to
stack.
manually roll every single shot.
No. Each of the arrows, if they hit, are all going to do the same amount off of that damage roll.
God
So
damn, I love this bow.
if all 3 arrows hit and he rolled a 4, then each arrow would do 4 off of that stack. All right.
Is he still alive?
All your arrows hit. The one does hit him in the head. It doesn't kill him though, it seems. All the arrows get good strikes on him. Do a lot of damage. That one definitely took a chunk
I
out.
look at him, I point at him. I'm just like, hasta la vista, bitch.
He's definitely hurt. He's very discombobulated. I mean, he has an arrow in his fucking face, but he's still on his feet.
Don't underestimate him. He's still standing, and he still
Oh
wants
yeah,
that orb.
he's still
What did you
standing,
say?
and
He's gonna
all
go-
of you guys are still
Oh my
grouped
God.
together.
What did he say to him?
You 3 are currently grouped together, and he raises his hand up, halfway being able to see, and he casts that prismatic race or prismatic spray spell at you guys again.
Oh
What did he
shit.
say- What did he say?
So
to him?
all of you guys are going
But
to
also
make a
he's a
raise
bitch.
check.
What did you say to him?
I said hasta la vista, bitch.
Don't know why my internet just isn't cooperating anymore. I swear my computer's
Hasta la
dying.
vista, bitch.
My computer's actually dying.
Well, tell it to stop.
Tried.
Alright, I need all three of you guys to make a dexterity save.
Save.
Did I
Fail.
put enough?
I win.
Succeed.
Booyah.
Succeed. Bowser,
By the
you're the
way-
only one taking full damage from whatever you get hit
Why
by.
am I always the one with the? It's because of my crap, isn't it?
Your plot armor stops you from dying. It does not stop
I
you from
rolled.
getting hit.
I think my rolls for my stats were just like the worst thing that's ever
Alright.
happened to me.
I don't think you built your character correctly.
Alright,
Correct,
so
correct.
first guy up on the chopping block. Balzar, that is going to be a 4. Oof. Balzar, I need you to make a constitution save for me.
I was gonna say, like to everyone, do you think we should be standing so close together?
No,
What do you
not
mean?
my,
It's perfectly fine. He's so weak. Oh shit.
not my fault that Scoober didn't swim right next to you. I told you to come right next to me so I can
God
heal
damn
you, but Scoober didn't here, you know. You want to go right next to me too.
Balzar, I
To
need
be fair,
to
you
roll
two
your
are held
constitution
responsible
one
for
more
this
time.
because you
I didn't-
two came to me.
I
So.
didn't hear any of that, by the way.
You need to roll your constitution one more time, Balazar, because you were taking the full brunt of this.
I didn't.
Hmm.
Can you hear me now, Balazar?
He's gone out.
Yeah, he's cutting out hard. Anyway, he got hit by the effect, but the Panther, the 2 guards do. Flesh to stone, and he just failed that constitution save.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I need you to roll your constitution save again.
Okay, 7-11.
Oh,
You
no.
didn't. You need to
All right.
pray.
There you go, failing
Don't
your
need-
saves
you
again.
Don't shout. You need
Fail
to
and fail.
pray.
Yeah, you need to pray. You guys watch as you guys get hit by this prismatic spray again. It hits Balazar first in the full brunt due to 3 failed saves in a row. Balazar, you see as your final moments before everything goes dark, you see a strange chalky substance surround your body, and you see from your torso upwards and then downwards your flesh turn to stone. You guys see now where Balazar was standing a statue of him.
Bowser?
Have my word.
Bowser?
Can I,
I find it
Please.
fitting he breaks it up and starts to turn to stone. What were you gonna say, Balazar?
please?
Please what? You're breaking up. We can't hear you.
He's really dead.
Type if you need to. You'll have a second to say just a couple words before it covers your mouth.
Save. Please.
Stop breaking up.
Oh, man. Hilarious.
Break it up and turn it to stone. Stop it. Oh, you scream out, save them, please. You guys don't know what he's referring to unless you make an intelligence check, which you'll have to do afterwards. He is covered with stone as he becomes a statue. The other 2, you guys, you were still getting hit by the effect, but you were getting drastically reduced effects.
No.
I can't be
No,
saved
no, no.
from this.
No.
There are ways to revert flesh to stone. There is a spell to
Yeah.
do it, which Frostbite might have. Not
Surely,
certain that one.
Frostbite. Surely he's kidding, right? He's not.
He's a cleric. He
out of
might
the
have
fight. He's not dead, right?
If we get him out intact, if we survive and get him out intact, there are ways to restore him.
You are
So
taking.
you mean that he's out of the fight?
Yes.
God damn it! Why does he have to be the one out of the fight, not you?
What?
Crestbrain,
I'm the
roll
one
that.
that heals people, man.
Never mind, just kill the fucking cultist.
Crestbrain, I need
Right.
you to roll reflex again.
Can I at least take control
Collection.
of Captain Winters?
No.
He's in a mass panic right now, so kind of early.
Can I control his rolls at least?
I'll let you do that. Yeah, I'll let you at least control his rolls when that happens. Yeah. So Crestbrain, reflex roll for me, unless you already did it.
Okay. Oh, Dexter. Then
Or dexterity roll. Sorry.
and another one, because I did the one before Balazar. There, the
Yeah,
21.
This is gonna be another one. This
Okay.
is for.
Oh no.
4. Nat 1.
Blame game. Freaking, come on now. What's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing the dumb blame game, huh? Childish.
I mean, you did tell him to come towards you, so...
So I can heal him.
Yeah, well, look what that turned out. He's now a statue. And now we have to, like, revert him back.
It's a childish game you're playing of blaming people for dumb crap.
That's the
Okay.
point of Morons and It's literally why it's called Morons and Dragons. Gigas, we can hear you. Alright, but seriously. Okay, well...
I was just saying, like,
You technically brought him over. He turned him
Because
to
he
stone.
was heavily damaged from being impaled, okay? I didn't ask you to go right next to me.
I thought we
Okay.
were gonna, like, I thought it was gonna be like a safe haven, like you were gonna put something down.
Well, now we just gotta avenge him. Hopefully carry out his will.
Also, did someone oh wait, hold on, the battle hasn't ended yet. Yeah, you said you had to succeed when the battle ended. Yeah, this whole time I've actually been like shaking in real life.
Oh.
Just like that last time when we were having the final battle.
Alright, Gravel. Do we just beat him to death? Or do we
And I
throw him
think-
into that pit?
I think if I actually went down pathetically in that fight too.
Well, not my fault. You fail all your saves. I already revived you once.
You gotta pray to the god of 7-Eleven.
Huh?
You gotta pray.
This god of 7-Eleven abandoned me in my time of need.
He abandoned you because you abandoned him. You gotta really get your mind in there. You gotta
Isn't it
pray.
Isn't it R and Jesus I'm supposed to pray to?
Him too, but still. There's 3 people.
This place is like
Lady
God's
Luck,
being blocked.
the god of 7-Eleven,
Well, if
and
you can't
RNG
talk
Jesus.
to, if you can't talk to friggin' Malar and Glitter Gold here,
Oh no, you don't understand. You don't understand. The god of 7-Eleven is so goddamn powerful that he can break reality. All right?
Who to break reality?
I'm talking about the god of 7-Eleven, not you.
Sorry, I cut out again. My internet died for no fucking reason. Okay, so yeah, Skimmer, reflex roll again. Or
Again?
dexterity. Yeah, this is for the
Save?
dexterity shave.
I was saying it was a
Dexterity
coincidence.
save. Boom. Fuck you.
Nice. Alright, that's drastically reducing effects you get hit by. Do you have any resistance to acid?
No.
No? Alright.
He's shooting me with acid.
Yeah, it was an acid effect from the prismatic spray. So you take 15 points of acid damage.
Ow.
Crush spray, you took that 10. I don't know if you applied it to your health yet. I don't know.
10 damage. Okay.
Yeah, it was 10 fire. 4, Spoonbury took 15. Drops down to 38. Alright. So that's going to be the end of that guy's turn. You see his Balzar turn to stone, and the only thing he does is start laughing maniacally. Releasing one out, laughing, staring at the statue. Gazes
Congratulations. You failed.
Gazes upon the pit and starts laughing again.
Does that count as one of his actions?
No, it's just verbal. So, Crest Braid, it's going to be your turn. It's Balzar Stone.
Can I
Yeah.
retrieve my glitter gold axe remotely still?
Yeah.
Okay, I do that, and then I charge him.
You just charge right on at the guy.
Go for the head. Decapitate him.
And then
go.
Alright, you make a full blood charge toward the dude. Go ahead and make your attack roll. I mean, it wasn't that far of a distance to cover.
let's see.
Wow.
Rage attack.
You know-
First one misses. Second attack. Come on!
I think it's because like not actually rolling a weapon. You're adding
No, even
bonuses.
with the attack bonus that Crest Braid has, it's still a miss. Go ahead and you still have your third action, Crest Braid. If you want to attack or just make a different kind of roll, it's up to you.
You debuff him.
I'll do it again.
11. All right, with your bonus, that one did make contact. Despite having an arrow in his fucking face, he effortlessly dodged your first two attacks, but then he takes the hit of your third one. So go ahead and roll for damage.
It's fucking armor class, nerd. Where'd you get it? The dollar store?
Actually, his armor class is a 17.
D10, D12.
I
So
stayed
with the attack bonuses that Crest Braid has, and the rest of you guys, I mean, still contact.
This
All
fight
right.
was scaled to 3 players, right?
Oh yeah. This one was actually I had this one scaled for 4, just for extra challenge.
Why?
That's cause I'm an asshole.
You can say that again.
If Spankles were here, he would have gotten turned to stone for me.
Oh, don't worry, Spankles would have already been rock hard.
Yeah, he's already dead.
So can
Alright.
did you say yes to me being able to control Winters? Or
Yeah, I'll let you make his rolls. Alright, so that's gonna be in that one. Alright, you make your hit. It does hit him, and the radiant damage of the axe splashes about his body. It actually, when that one makes contact with him, the splash of this holy damage actually takes a chunk out of his flesh, which drops down onto the ground and dissolves into dust.
See, that's more like it.
Tress, in this case, Scooter, I'll let you make the saving roll for him. So go ahead and roll d20, and I'll apply his bonus. That's going to be a fail. Go ahead and roll
Hey,
again.
that's a
for
nice
me.
TV in the background.
All right. With that one, that does snap him out of it.
snap back to reality.
Hey, Winters, you back?
All right. Winters is back in position. All right. So Winters is going to be, since he's back out and
It's us
snapped
three
out.
now.
Yeah. He's going to go ahead and target him. He's going to be swinging at him with his long sword. So go ahead and make a d20 roll for me.
I just
11 with Tress's bonuses. It's going to be a miss. All right. Scoomber, it is your turn now.
Hold on, can we test something real quick? Can you roll 3 d20s?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Where is the roll button?
Just type in chat /r1 d20.
I'm shooting his fucking heart.
/R, you said?
Yeah, /r space 1 d20.
Am I cutting out now?
Well, I'm going to do
No.
3 since we're trying to roll 3 d20s.
So I said I was gonna go for the heart.
All
Or
right.
at least middle chest.
You go
just know
ahead.
Your luck seems a bit wonkier than mine.
Okay.
You make your attack rolls with your crossbow. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 of those make contact. I can tell you right now, you load the rest of those arrows right into this guy. They do a shit ton of damage to him as well, and he falls over onto the ground, bleeding out, coughing up blood.
I shoot him once. I'm just like, this is for pissing me off. This is for being an asshole. This is for being an unreasonable little twat. And this is for killing Bowser. And I shoot him one last time, finally finishing him.
You shoot him again. Go ahead and roll d20.
And this is for my table.
And my table.
Roll d20. Just a solid d20. You point blank shoot him in the face, and the arrow hits the ground next to him.
Oh man.
Oh.
Great. He's gonna have one more move.
No. Look, I have the bonus. Yeah. Does that?
He's
do
laying on
anything?
the ground. He's bleeding out everywhere. His body is badly misshapen, badly damaged. Arrows sticking out all over the place. The only thing he can manage to do before his eyes gloss over is just smile a toothy, missing teeth, bloody smile. And his eyes gloss over as his head falls toward the pit.
I wave to him, and I'm like, see you in hell.
See you in hell, bitch. When the last breath of life leaves his body, his head flops down and he looks toward the pit.
Fucking dick. I kick him.
Got to learn his name.
He doesn't deserve to be learned his name. He deserves to be forgotten.
Maybe he has a wallet.
Oh yeah.
Not while he's dead.
What?
Might as well. Yeah, I don't think I need these species in my inventory anymore. If you catch my drift.
Oh yeah.
Please no. Tress just says, please no.
Wait, you could be able to cast Fireball with those. Seriously, that actually is one of the ingredients. I don't know why.
I'm
Anyway,
just gonna put it in his pocket.
Tress is kind of looking around as you guys are messing around with the corpse, and he yells out all of a sudden while he's standing at the pit, guys!
Yeah, hold on. Let me
Guys!
just let me steal from the dead.
What
You
is
might
it,
want to
Tress?
come over here real quick.
What is it?
There's a giant fucking skeleton crawling out of the hole.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
You guys
without
look.
us saying
You
this,
guys
right?
look real quick. You stare down, and probably about 30 or 40 yards down into this black hole, you see a slightly fleshy, furry skeleton staring back up at you with a big smile across its face, teeth blaring, its head twirling left and right as it's slowly crawling its way up the pit. The
I have a
orb is
feeling we
now
did the wrong
floating above the altar where you guys were fighting the priest. You rush on over there and you look at the altar and you see that there is a small plaque underneath it. It is blank, but as you look at it, words seem to begin to appear amongst this plaque. The orb is glowing as it translates this abyssal into languages that you guys can understand. The first thing that comes across this, the altar itself beginning to light up. A thing that shows a scaly design across of it. And it says, 1,000 souls have treated me, 1,000 more to come. For stories of mortal revelry are but wind that shall come to be. A strange stony bit seems to appear across that altar.
I'm not happy.
It's not a huge section of the altar that's glowing, just a small little section of it, almost like a petri dish size. The orb glows slightly brighter.
Seal him?
Oh, we can seal him?
I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore. I can't think about anything. I'm done.
You
I'm
hear the
confused.
echoing wind sounds come up from the pit. The claws begin to grind at the stone as it draws closer.
But all I want to know is, how do we save them?
Name, you might have a chance you can join with your gods.
With the power of Malar, glitter gold, and what do you worship? Winters.
Winter says, actually, I am one of the godless cast.
And atheism.
I'll pray to
Alright.
Glitter Gold to try to consult on what to do with the
everyone
orb.
make a d20 roll right now to pray to your gods.
I'm doing it.
No.
Palzar's encased in
Wait.
stone.
No, I'm doing it for winter. Wait, can I do
Okay.
the godless worship thing? Godless prayer thing?
What?
I will let you do a godless praying. Go ahead and roll.
Who'd I get?
1d100?
The first initial roll, since he's doing a godless, is going to be a d100. You guys are going to be a d20 to congeal with the gods you already have established.
Please tell me I got a god that can save everyone.
All right.
It's
Well,
gonna be the King of
Winters,
Chaos.
you do a godless prayer just to see if anyone will listen to you. Let me see
Pray to
what
God
you
of
get.
7-11, please.
If anyone roll, I'm going to give him a roll. If I roll higher than a 72, there's a god that hears. I rolled exactly 72.
Oh boy.
Winters is sitting there and he suddenly gets hit by something strange. Scoomber and Crestbray, you guys can still make rolls to contact your gods too.
Nice.
Did you? roll?
Jeez.
Scoomber, d20 roll.
I think there's a religion.
There we go.
Nice. Crestbraid, nothing happens immediately. The only thing that kind of happens is your axe starts to kind of like jingle in your hand a little bit. That's about it. However, though, Scoomber, on the other hand, you can actually, finally, for the first time since you guys got down here, you can feel the sensation of the jungles of Malar surrounding you in your head. He does speak to you. I am going to message you real quick just so you can know what's going on.
Nerve to ask about the orb. We don't know what to do with it.
What? By the way, what race is Tress?
He's an elf.
High elf or
He seems to be just you're not certain what kind of elf he is actually.
uh,
Definitely a white-skinned elf, not a drow. If he was a drow, he probably would have been killed quite a while ago. Drow are just assholes.
Stop! You're making me dry heave. So
I'm just typing in. Okay. Tress is getting something. Sorry, Tress is getting something for him as well. He's hearing a voice in his head. And Trust snaps out of that, and he kind of comes forward, and the only thing he does is he says, "I think Scoomber is related to this one."
So
You can still hear the sound of the skeleton coming up the hole. The thing on the plaque once again read, 1,000 souls have treated me, 1,000 more to come. For stories of mortal revelry are but wind that shall come to be. The altar itself seems to glow with a stony structure upon it.
Okay, wait, hold on. What does this mean?
alright, I'll be over.
I'll just tell you that one in person since I'm not revealing much. He says, just follow the directions in what I've said. He says, the thing is made to do this.
Orb. Seal him.
Scoomber, as your god kind of says that in your head, you have a little bit of a sensation that seems to draw you specifically toward the altar.
Alright. Guess I gotta do what I gotta do.
Spill the beans. Why be so secretive at this point?
Here, Scoomber.
Orb is a key. What do I do? I gotta like stab myself or what?
You don't know. You just know from what your god told you in your head. Perhaps a personal effect or blood of some kind.
Okay, but it's trying to guide you to complete a ritual to seal him.
There's a little spot on the altar that is glowing. It seems to be emanating with some kind of an energy. A strange stony structure appears across the altar, and you specifically feel a small drag toward it.
I take a knife, I guess, and I just like cut off a piece of me.
You cut off a small piece of you and you set it on the altar.
On the
The
glowing altar.
little section that was glowing no longer is glowing as you see the stony structure form around the piece of you, and it just sinks into the altar. The orb glows a little bit brighter, and another section of the altar begins to glow slightly as well. This time, a golden scale structure appears across the altar, and it reads, "For when mists fall from the sky, everything you once knew will die. But still you stand life in hand, gone but not forgotten. Assemble yourself into a new war band."
Assemble yourself into a new what?
Assemble yourself into a new war band. It says that once again as a slightly golden, scaly structure appears across the altar, and another section starts glowing.
And Eltab knows what, I mean, Malar knows what to do.
Malar says he doesn't know for this one. The skeleton the skeleton in the hole as the second riddle appears. You hear it scream out, its bones grinding against the stone. You hear from the hole a heavy sliding sound, followed by another sound of the claws digging into the stone again.
Okay, what was the thing again?
A strange, golden, scaly structure appears across the altar,
Yeah,
and
but
it
what does it
reads,
say?
"For when mists fall from the sky, everything you once knew will die. But still you stand life in hand, gone but not forgotten. Assemble yourself into a new war band."
Assemble yourself into a new warband?
Yes. And again,
Are
a
we-
strange golden scaly structure appears across the altar.
Hey, put some blood in it.
Who?
Anyone? I don't know.
Oh, I just got a message.
I'm confused. Without my god, I'm lost.
Be confused. The orb is still shining brightly. The sounds of the claws digging into the thing come up higher.
Bravo, stab yourself. Put your blood in it, I think. I don't know.
Balazar, roll for a trust for me real quick. Just a d20 roll. Balazar.
He is typing in Discord chat.
Oh. Okay. Got you, dude. Yeah, his thing went down. Okay, I'm making a roll for trust real quick. 19, not bad. Okay. We'll try to continue on. Since, I mean, he's stoned right now anyway. Tress is kind of looking at this, reading the riddle, seeing the golden scaly structure appear across the altar. He rolls a 19 and then plus his intelligence check. He looks at you guys and says, I think I got it. He says, the structure that appears across the altar is relating to one of us specifically. He says, this golden scaly structure, he looks around and says, do any of you guys have like scales of a gold dragon or anything? Or do any of you guys have anything related to a gold dragon, maybe?
I have this shield of a Hydra. Scales.
What color are the scales?
What color are the scales, anyways?
The scales of that Hydra were like a greenish blue. He says, you guys don't know anything about golden scales of some kind.
I know Gravel worships a guy who's all about gold.
Is he
There's,
scaly?
I don't know. There's a dragonborn right there, but he's turned to stone.
He's turned to stone. Balazar is silver, wasn't he?
I think.
He's silver. Okay. Well, I mean, can't be anything about him, can it? If he's silver, not gold. He says, "Oh no, the altar seems to be relating information. He turned to stone for you, Ganassi. You're a Earth Ganassi, aren't you? You can melt the stone and stuff like that."
Yes.
So he says, if it's like a scaly structure, maybe we need a piece of Balazar? He's a dragon?
Well, it's worth a shot.
Hello?
Ah,
Hello?
welcome back.
Hello?
We can
Hello.
hear you.
I'm not back. I'm just on my phone.
Okay. Yeah, I saw the chat. Your internet went off and your PC went off. Weird.
Yeah, I was trying to say go find Rear.
Rear.
He's dead.
Yeah, but he was gold.
You sound a lot higher pitch on your phone.
Yeah, it's kind of odd.
That's weird.
He has a better mic than his computer.
Anyways, I
that's
take a
kinda
piece of
going on.
Balazar.
Wait,
You go over the
wait,
stone structure.
hold on. And if we do that, will we still be able to revive him?
Yeah, you don't take the whole thing. You just take a piece of it. So if he gets if he got changed back, he would have just a piece of it missing until he's healed.
Yep.
Okay.
You take it back. You set the piece of
At least
Balazar
break
on the
off my
table.
tail, please. Just the tail.
You're Dragonborn. You don't have a tail.
Yeah, I do.
Your
Dragonborn don't
weird
have
fin
tails.
thing. Your weird, like, Kit Fisto
not?
tentacle things.
Fine, take one of my horns.
Alright,
Yeah.
I take it and I put it down
Yeah,
on the
no, I'm serious. Go ahead and go look into the D&D stuff. Dragonborn actually don't have tails, and it's very odd, and I don't like it.
Well, I don't know. Everything I've ever played, and we've just decided they do have tails. Like,
You might have one.
what
I'll let you have one.
did he take my horn instead? Is that what happened?
I took something from him, that's all I'm
You
gonna
took
say.
something from him. You walk over, you set it on the altar as the
Wait,
sounds
he's
from
in
the
my
hole
third horn.
begin to grind higher. You set it on the altar. The orb glows even brighter. and the item gets encased in the golden scaly structure and then dragged into the altar. The next thing that pops up is another section. It says, this time, as another golden, almost like a stardust of gold appears across the altar, and it says, "Yet times will be troubling and tough. Let the glitter of gold call their bluff. Leave the weapons of war in the field.
Immediately pull
the
out a knife
gates so
and
he may
stab
come to you."
Crest Braid.
Don't interrupt him. I can hear him.
I stab Crest Braid and
No,
put his blood on the
no.
Stabbing Crest Braid.
You're on the other side of the
clearly
room.
for him.
No. For one,
Okay,
I'm not
you
even
do.
near
Well,
it. We're not even near the
Both
altar.
of you guys roll a d20.
Oh my god.
You want to stop the fucking thing or not?
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm doing it on my own accord, okay? I didn't stab you just for you to do the bad thing on the
Fine.
altar, okay?
Well, excuse me, princess.
Well,
Did you
yeah, I don't
commit-
want to get
did you-
stabbed.
Did you commit to trying to stab him?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, God. All right, both of you guys roll
You
d20.
get PvP, you're gonna get banned.
Scoomber, you're rolling to attack with a melee weapon. Yeah, you're definitely going to hit. God damn it. All
I
right, as
stab
you're
him
sitting there
with blood on
reading
it.
what's across the thing, Scoomber just came up to your side and just stabbed you in the side. Blood
Jeez.
trickles out of your body. God fucking damn it, dude.
Man,
What do you? So you now have a wound
fed
on your
up with this
side.
bull.
You have a
I
wound
put
on your side.
the, the blood into the altar or the glitter.
You set the blood of Crestbraid on the altar. You see the knife begins to glow for a brief second. Roll d20 for me real quick, Scoomber. 16. You manage to get out of the way. You set the knife down, and it begins to shudder and shake, and it actually gets thrown off the altar at you. You dodge out of the way, and it hits the wall behind you.
Okay.
You see the
Yeah.
orb is still glowing. However, though, you hear an odd sound from inside the hole, and you see just the very tip of a bony finger reach up out and grab the edge.
Yeah, no hard feelings. Put something into the altar, Harry. Gravel.
Once again, the altar reads, "Yet times will be troubling and tough. Let the glitter of gold call their bluff. Leave the weapons of war in the field. Seal the gate so he may come to yield."
Oh, I didn't read that part.
Yeah, because you freaking interrupted him and then stabbed me.
Axe.
It was
that,
pretty
Balzar?
entertaining for me, though.
What'd you say, Balzar?
The thing.
What thing?
Put the axe on it.
Anything.
No, wait, no, not the axe. That's a weapon of war. Put, like, your hair on it. Anything. Your
Yet
ear.
times will be
Yeah.
troubling and tough. Let the glitter of gold call their bluff. Leave the weapons of war in the field. Seal the gate so he may come to yield.
Okay, yeah, that's for you to decide.
Uh-huh.
This takes a
Stand
step.
over
Wow.
here.
Oh, I think it has to do with the orb at this point.
It has to do with the orb too. I mean, Tress is going to make an intelligence roll. He's more busy down by the pit, kind of taking his weapon and smacking the skeleton's hands to try to get it to slide back down. He's screaming at you guys.
I need to go and help him, don't I?
You might want to at least try to slow it down while Crestbraid figures out what he needs to do.
Yeah.
Again, the
Crestbraid,
glittery,
hurry up.
the glittery gold color is across the top of the altar. Once again, yet times will be troubling and tough. Let the glitter of gold call their bluff. Leave the weapons of war in the field. Seal the gate so he may come to yield. Another spot on the table is lighting up.
I guess I'll put the orb on that table.
You can't reach the orb.
The orb's
Oh.
already up there. No, you have to.
Alright, well, I guess I'll put my my glitter gold axe on that table.
You pull out your glitter gold axe. You look at it, proud that it made that hit. Proud of yourself and the axe to make the hit and take down the force shield. You
Okay.
set the axe down on the table, and the glittering gold color absorbs the axe into the altar. The orb itself begins to shudder and shake as the hand of the skeleton reaches out from the pit. The orb itself explodes in a torrent of energy. White colored light emanates from it. A force field, a force shock, more specifically, of energy releases from it. This light becomes extremely bright, blinding to all of you guys. It burns into your minds and burns into your bodies. You hear the skeleton itself scream in some kind of an agony as this light absorbs it. It becomes impossibly bright in here for any of you to be able to see. And then it slowly becomes dark. Darker and darker and darker. All of you hear the sounds of your feet hitting stone. You are all surrounded by an energy of cold and icy feeling in your bones. You open your eyes to gaze back into the room you were in, only to see darkness, blackness, nothing. You guys don't feel the presence of your gods upon you. You are no longer standing in the room you were in. You are just surrounded by darkness and stone. You see the axe of glitter gold. It is still sitting near you, actually, on the ground in front of you, lighting just enough with some energy of your god still within it. You do not feel his presence as anywhere near as strong as it usually is. Balazar and Tress are even with you guys, though Balazar himself is still stone at the moment. Tress,
Wow, what a surprise.
unbewildered, having no idea what just happened, looks around and begins to shake himself. He looks at you guys and just asks, "Where are we?"
This might be the end. I'm not sure.
You
We
guys
got
are
this far,
lost.
and I can't ask any god.
Unsure of where you are. If you wish to
Like you
try
know.
to reach out to your gods, as faint as it is, you may try.
By the way, who did Tress get as his recipient of deity?
Tress actually reached out and he actually heard the voice from the god of wisdom.
Who?
I haven't given him a name yet, and I can't remember the D&D name.
God of the what?
God of wisdom. I can't remember their actual name right now, so.
It has to be a guy with a beard. I feel like it has to.
Has to be.
Long white beard.
And I said, if you guys want to make an attempt, you try to make an attempt to reach out to your gods. Crestbraid, you picked your axe back up. From within the stone, you definitely know where you are, but you can't do anything.
No, and I was rolling for Tress.
Oh, you're rolling for Tress? Sure. He reaches out to try to reach back to the god of wisdom. Tress, with that nat 20, he looks back at you guys and just says, "We're in the abyss."
Makes sense.
All right. Congratulations, guys. You did successfully seal L-Tab away, although the secondary effect you were not aware of. The ritual required you guys to go to the abyss. Seal them away with your life force, and in exchange, banish yourselves to there.
And let me guess, my goal was kaput.
Your goal?
Yeah, remember the deal?
Not
that we
necessarily.
built?
Not necessarily, actually.
So now what?
Well,
Shout Kaspersky.
Is this it? Is this
That
how it
is-
all ends?
you're all still alive. You're all
Never
just
thought I would live the day to die next to a filthy fucking human.
Jeez. Man, you are such a jerk, man. Like, I am fed up.
I wonder why. It's not like your race tortured me.
Yes, original sin, I gotcha.
Jeez.
At least you guys haven't been turned to stone.
This is fair. Your eagle is
Yeah.
with you too, by the way, Chris Bright.
I mean,
Oh,
he
I
got
gotta-
the easy way out.
Am I gonna have to lug this guy around now?
Yeah,
Probably.
Chris says we're gonna have to figure out how to move Balazar.
Yeah, unless we actually find a way to escape this plane of existence. I don't know how, but
He says we'll figure it out.
I'll find a way.
I sure hope so.
We're down here. If I'm correct, I'm willing to bet we're probably in the hidden layer right now. That would be Eltab's realm. Fortunately, I mean, he rules this area from my understanding, but if I recall correctly, he was partially imprisoned a long time ago. Could be possible he could still be. He won't come after us. I don't know, though. I want to go home. I didn't
do
sign up for this.
I don't have a home.
Do you
But I
think
wanna go
the
home.
soldiers back there signed up for that? I mean, you signed up for that same thing, I'm afraid. We all signed up for that. We've
I didn't sign
accomplished
up
our
for
mission.
anything. I was just
We
along for
stopped
the ride.
LTAB. We just now need to get out. Preferably alive.
I just wasn't expecting to be down here.
Balzar, shut up. You're made of stone.
Jeez. Anyway, yeah, that'll be the welcome into the second half of the campaign.
Even if we do find a way, even if we don't find our way out of here, I just want to say that was one fucking hell of an adventure. Like, holy shit.
One hell of a fight. You guys almost died several times.
And he takes off his helmet, by the way.
Okay. Tress takes off his helmet for some reason. He's an elf. Definitely an elf. That
Take
He's
off my
out.
mask to reveal I don't have a face.
And that's when you realize that's because he tucked his head into his shirt.
Also because I don't have a face.
Anyway, good job, you guys. You did successfully stop him from actually getting in. Killed the head priest, so there shouldn't be anyone trying to get LTAP back into your guys' world. Problem is now, you're in his world. You guys are going to have to figure out how to get out of the abyss.
And
So,
what
and
about-
get Balzar out from Stone. That's going to be very helpful. On the bright side, you are no longer in possession of the orb, and you have no idea where it is now, or if it even exists anymore.
Honestly, I'm fine with this.
Look, I don't care what happens after this. Please tell me Spangle.
What?
Stop breaking up, Stone Man.
Please tell me it isn't here.
No, Spankles is not here.
Thank
I
God.
was just worried we would run into him here.
No, he is not here. Spankles is not here. There's no god that would willingly accept him.
Yeah, he's stuck in the 11th layer.
Not even the god of lust?
No. It's too
He's at
extreme.
the 11th. He's at the 11th layer.
The 11th flavor.
The 11th layer of Baitor.
Yeah, that or he's in purgatory, one of the two. Jeez.
I don't think you know this, but even absolutely nothing turns Spankles on.
This is entirely fair. By the way, after all that shit, by the way, you guys set Balazar for the moment until you can resurrect him, if you can figure out how to. Scuba and Crestbury, you guys can go ahead and level up to level 12.
Alright.
Yay, I get to be level 12.
Considering everything that's happened between now and the last time you guys leveled up.
What do I do now?
Balazar, you are technically in between right now. You're not dead, but you're not. You're alive, but you're not dead. I'm trying to think of a way to explain that.
No,
Your
I
skin
mean,
is stone.
I know I've been turned to stone. I mean, what am I gonna do in the second part of the adventure? I'm not just gonna sit around being a stone statue for the entire time, am I?
I'm probably what I'm going to be doing is until we can get Balzar himself up and running, I'm going to let you control Tress.
Hey, can you at least let Balzar speak?
No.
You know,
I vote no.
I want to have like a
Like
thing where
you just hear from the statue.
no, unfortunately, he's not
No.
able to speak. What I'll probably do for now, Balzar, is until they can figure out, and if they can figure out how to change you back, you're probably going to be controlling Tress for the time being, and I'll give you all his
Can I just-
characteristics and all that, so you know what to
Can I
expect.
can I at least turn Tress into like an actual character, like make him like a level 12 fighter or something?
Yeah, I will end up letting you do that. I'll let you know what equipment he has on him and all that. So we'll advance him just for the time being, but as soon as, if, again, you guys figure out how to fix Balazar, you'll be losing control of him, just so that way you're not sitting there doing nothing.
Alright, I guess
I
I'll.
guess
And
we take the long route.
I think this is fair, by the way. I think this is fair, so that way...
Although I don't want any like line. I want all the lines and backstory coming from you, Aaron. I don't
will
want.
be like...
I don't want Gigas turning him into another pessimistic character towards me.
So yeah, what's going to be happening?
The only reason he was
is
pessimistic.
I'm
was
going to
he
be
made
letting Balazar. I'm going to be letting him know how the character is and all that. I'm expecting him to be playing it like important lines that are actually going to be mattering. I'm probably going to be stepping in on that one, but otherwise you're free to pretty much control him as long as it stays within the character trait. It shouldn't be too long because I mean, in the Abyss, there's going to be a lot of opportunities for you guys to figure out ways to help Balazar again, if you can find them, though. Either that, or what we might do is until Balazar gets unturned, there might just be a couple like off sessions for a little while, just until you guys can get Balazar fixed. Because I was honestly not expecting to get turned to stone because that was 3 failures in a row.
You know,
Not including the other
Not
fails
including all the
earlier.
other shit.
You know
I just
the
like
age-old
how,
saying. You know the age-old saying, "Never split the party." Well, there should also be an age-old saying, "Say never group up the party."
Oh, not my fault that students wanted to shoot right next to me. He
Is that why
moved
you
from
told
his one position to another for no reason.
Could have gone well. He moved from the position he was at, so he didn't fall into the hole again. But instead of going
No,
left,
and
he decided to go right.
Scoomerden's not. I called Bowser earlier to heal him.
Oh, I see. Right.
Now who's playing the blaming game?
No, you started. Okay, dumb games rewards dumb. Playing dumb games gives dumb rewards. Okay.
Gravel was the most bullied character.
Gravel is heavily bullied.
Yeah,
Just
and
Spangles,
once
It's-
I'm getting
it's just
out of
one of
this,
his traits.
we are definitely splitting the party. I am full of it. I'm just totally done with it.
Crest Braid is just done.
Well, it's just that Crest Braid had. The only reason Balazar and Scoomer were like annoyed with him because he gave them reasons to be annoyed with him.
Not really Scoomer. He just hates me because he's racist.
Yeah, Scoomer's
Scoomer's just racist.
It did
Listen,
kind of come out of nowhere.
At least I have a reason to be racist.
You
Well,
always need a reason to
see.
be racist. Like,
Yeah,
like
that's
Texas
quite
what
the
was your
reason.
reason for being addicted to Crest Braid?
because he tried to kill me.
And you betrayed
Wait,
the
wasn't
party
that a-
quite a few times.
Yeah, wasn't that in self?
That was not unprovoked.
Death is death.
There were also all those other times where he got in my way.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, that's very vague. Anyway, I'm ending the stream right now.